you go. Bob Allen Motor Mall, Hometown Radio Network, teaming up every morning to honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Again, phone number this morning, 238-WHIR. That's 238-9447 to get August 29th birthdays and anniversaries on the show. 238-WHIR. Pretty popular day for birthdays today. Let's do a birthday party thing on this August the 29th. Here we go. All right, birthdays today look like this. Happy birthday to these people. My nephew Carson Clark has a birthday today. So does Tammy Washington. Sid Dunn, the Syndicate Show, having a birthday today. Betty Rogers celebrates a birthday. Anthony Vaith on our birthday list. So is Autumn Fulton. I'm not done. They caught me with that singing there. Larry Swartz and Terry Cooley on the birthday list today as well. Phone number 238-WHIR. Celebrate with the birthday boys and girls. Yeah, 238-9447. It's a Thursday. It's the 29th day of August. That's 082924 on your calendar. And a day today where we get sunshine. Going to be a hot one again. Be careful if you're going to be out for an extended period of time. But again, today and tomorrow, the last 2 days of this heat wave. And then next week is looking pretty good. So just make it through today and tomorrow. And a typical Thursday morning show we have lined up for you this morning. First guest is on here at 7:10. That's Boyle County head football coach Justin Haddix. We'll talk about Bryan Station and the special teams unit that the Defenders have this morning. That'll be at 7:10 this morning. We always talk special teams on Thursdays. 7:20, Danville head coach Frank Parks Jr. joins the show, and we'll talk about Pulaski County special teams unit with Coach Parks at 7:20. 7:40 County Agents Corner, brought to you by Bluegrass South Livestock Market. Tyler Ray's on the show this morning from the Boyle County Extension Office. That'll be at 7:40. Mimi Becker's on the show this morning at 7:50. Danville Boyle County Arts Commission, as we see what Mimi's got going on. That'll be at 7:50 this morning. In the 8 o'clock in the morning hour this morning, 8:20, we have Randyisms, the thoughts of Randy Graham and Randy Graham's thoughts at 8:20. 8:40, James the Gardener gives us some gardening tips this morning. And in the 9 o'clock in the morning hour, my mind has slipped again. I'll check and I'll let you know who's coming on the 9 o'clock in the morning hour. It's got to the point where we're getting so many different guests in, it's hard to keep track of which day is which. And so I believe we have a packed 9 o'clock in the morning hour. But we'll check and let you know coming up after this commercial break. It's 6:17 in the morning. It is a great Thursday to be up and be at 'em and have the Joe Show turned on the radio, and we're so glad you do. And we start you off with a look at early morning sports, as we always do. Good morning to you, Danville and Boyle County. The Jamar Chase situation with the Bengals is unsolved. Caitlin Clark sets another record, and Tom Brady could face broadcast restrictions. Those are the headlines on this Thursday morning. I'm Joe Mathis, guiding you through these Thursday morning sports. Starting off in the NFL, where Cincinnati Bengals head coach Zach Taylor addressed the media yesterday after three-time Pro Bowl wide receiver Jamar Chase set out of practice. Chase is seeking a new contract, and while he reported for training camp, he didn't participate in practice for over a month. On Sunday, Chase returned to practice, but it's unclear to the amount or what capacity he participated in, as it was a closed practice. After returning to the practice fields, Taylor told the local media he was confident Chase will play in Cincinnati's Week 1 season opener against the Patriots and will continue to practice. So when Chase arrived at the practice facility 13 minutes after the start, not in uniform and not participating, it was noteworthy. Now Taylor says the Bengals are in a day-to-day situation with Chase. Quote, "I think it's wise for me to say we'll take a day-to-day and see what tomorrow brings," Taylor said. "I think I probably put my foot in my mouth speaking too quickly, and again, this is a day-to-day situation." Chase has 2 years left on his rookie deal with the Bengals. The sentiment heading into training camp was that Cincinnati wants to keep Chase long-term, but the timing for a new deal to get done before this season might not be in play. In the WNBA, another game, another broken record. Caitlin Clark Clark became the WNBA rookie with the most threes in league history yesterday when the first-year sensation connected on her 86th three-pointer of the season, less than 3 minutes into the Fever's 84-80 win over the Connecticut Sun. It was Indiana's first win over the Sun in 4 tries this season. Clark had 19, added to the record with 3 made threes in the win. Ryan Howard of Atlanta, the number 1 pick in 2022 and a former Kentucky player, previously held the record with 85 made threes in her first season. She was the 2022 Rookie of the Year selection. Back to the NFL, if Tom Brady does become a partial owner of the Las Vegas Raiders, it'll make his broadcasting job quite the challenge. ESPN reported the NFL will put the new Fox analyst under several restrictions if his application to become an owner is approved. The possibility of it was discussed at the league meetings in Minneapolis on Tuesday. In addition to being subjected to the league's anti-gambling and tampering policy, should Brady be an owner, he will be prevented from entering another team's facility, watching practices, attending broadcast production meetings in person or virtually, and criticizing officials or teams. And in the NFL, where we started and where we end, Taylor Heineke is headed to the West Coast after losing the battle for the Atlanta Falcons backup quarterback job to Michael Penix Jr. Heineke being traded to the LA Chargers, a person with knowledge of the deal told USA Today Sports. Heineke played 5 games in 2023, his lone season with the Falcons. He got 4 starts, going 1-3. The journeyman quarterback has also spent time with the Texans, the Panthers, and the Commanders, as well as the Falcons, and now the Chargers, making LA his 5th team. Those are the headlines on this Thursday morning. I'm Joe Mathis for the Hometown Radio Network.
Did you know that WHIR AM 1230 is the talk of the town? We're not spreading gossip. We're just letting you know where the best talk radio is found all day, every day. Mornings begin with Danville's own Joe Mathis and The Joe Show.
Hey, this is Joe Mathis.
Wake up to what you missed. News, weather, sports, and local guests. Followed by Kentucky Sports Radio with Matt Jones.
Welcome, everyone. Kentucky Sports Radio. I'm Matt Jones.
Then, the man who has an opinion about everything, Tomas Mauricio.
I'm Tomas Mauricio. I invite you to tune in.
Starting at noon with Advocates for America. Then at 3, it's the best-known name in news, Sean Hannity.
Join me, Sean Hannity, on WHIR.
Then, Joe Pag starts off weekday evenings at 6 with his take on the day's news, mixed with his fun parody songs about the news.
Hey, it's Joe Pag on WHIR.
Afterwards, at 10, it's the unique world of John B. Wells on WHIR with his Caravan to Midnight show.
This is John B. Wells, WHIR, AM 1230 and FM 103.9.
These guys have a lot to say, and they'll be glad to have you join them every weekday on your home for news, talk, sports. AM 1230, WHIR, the talk of the town.
Hometown Radio's Big Deals offer is out of this world. It's Cosmic Bowling. Experience bowling with an outer space-like atmosphere. Black lights, strobe lights, and pattern lights accent the hit music that beats over the speakers. The lights and music effects make it an out-of-the-world experience. It's all at Galaxy Bowling and Entertainment Center in Richmond. Go have a lot of family fun with our Big Deals Pizza, Pins, and Pepsi party. The party includes 2 hours of bowling, bowling shoes for up to 6 people, a large pizza, and a pitcher of soda. The retail value is up to $85. At Big Deal's online store, get the Pizza, Pins, and Pepsi party for just $49. Yes, $49. What a deal. It's a big deal out of this world. Shop and save at Big Deal's online store, hometownlive.net, hometownlive.net.
Shop local, buy local, save big deals.
Big deals at hometownlive.net.
Hi, this is Jenny at the Danville Nutrition Center. Join us for our annual Customer Appreciation Days extravaganza. Friday, September 6th and Saturday, September 7th, we will have 20% off store-wide, food, samples, and free gift basket giveaways. At the Danville Nutrition Center, we value our customers and want to celebrate you. We are located at 802 South 4th Street in Danville. Danville Nutrition Center, big enough to serve, small enough to care. See ya September 6th and 7th.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by
It's brought to you by our friends over at Danville Auto Body Shop. Top-of-the-line collision auto body repair. Head to the mechanics at Danville Auto Body Shop, 315 Dillahay Street. Call ahead for an appointment, 236-2299. They do window motor repairs, water leaks, hail damage, and paintless dent repair. Sunny and hot, high at 95, a low tonight of 70. Tomorrow, sunny and hot at 96. You get the pretty high heat index values tomorrow as well. Saturday, a high of 88 with a quarter of an inch of rain possible Saturday. Rain showers into Saturday evening. And Sunday, you get partly sunny and a high of 85 at 6:25 in the morning. 71 degrees here in Danville. Phone number to call in here, 238-WHIR, 238-9447. We'd love to have you on the show and get your birthdays and your anniversaries or your thoughts and ideas or whatever you want to say on the air. To an extent, we'll talk to you on the air about it. Let's see what celebrities are having birthdays on this Thursday, August the 29th. Our celebrity birthday list starts off today with the man who would have been 66 years old if he was still with us. American singer and songwriter and dancer Michael Jackson would have been 66 today. Some of his hits include Billie Jean, Thriller, and Beat It. Here's a clip of Michael Jackson asking if he regrets ever being famous.
Sometime, only sometime. Sometimes I want to sneak into places and not have any hoopla or, and it doesn't work all the time because people start and they crowd around, which is sweet. I mean, I shouldn't complain.
Michael Jackson, 66 years old today. Scientist Temple Grandin turned 77. Professor of animal science for better conditions for livestock is what she argued for. Also created the Hug Box, a device to calm children with autism, a disorder that she had herself. Temple Grandin, 77 years old today. The late James Brady would have been 84 years old today. Former White House press secretary and assistant to President Ronald Reagan, who was shot in the head during the 1981 assassination attempt on Reagan by John Hinckley Jr. He was left partially paralyzed as a result and became a strong proponent of gun control for the rest of his career. The late James Brady would have been 84 years old today. And the late Senator John McCain would have been 88, was in office from 1987 until obviously late in his life. Senator John McCain, one-time presidential candidate, would have had a birthday today as well. Celebrity birthdays on this Thursday, 29th day of August. There you have it, folks.
This day in country music.
All right, it was on this day, country music history, looking back at the year 1980, where Alabama, they were at number one, their second ever number one song with a song called Why, Lady, Why. It was on this day, 1994, Alan Jackson was Living on Love, became his ninth number one single on the U.S. country charts, and it was on this day, country music history in the year 2017, Luke Combs was at number one in the country charts with his debut album called This One's For You. And that's what's gone on this day, August the 29th, in the history of country music, folks. Started off on this day, country music history, looking back at the year 1980, Alabama released their song, Why, Lady, Why. It would go number one for them, would become their second number one song. It was the second also in that string of 21 straight number ones they released from 1980 through 1987.
Try, lady, try, but the feeling's too strong.
There you go, Alabama with a Why, Lady, Why on this date. 1980. It was on this date 14 years later, 1994, Alan Jackson released this standard classic country song. That's one of his signature tunes.
Two young people without a thing say some vows and spread their wings and settle down just what they need.
Living on Love became his 9th #1 single on the U.S. Billboard Hot Country Singles and Tracks charts. The track was the second single from his album Who I Am. It was on this date, 1994. Alan Jackson released this one, Living on Love.
Living on love. Living on love. Buying on time. Without somebody, nothing ain't worth a dime. Just like an old-fashioned storybook rhyme. Living on love.
And it was on this day, 2017. Luke Combs at #1 on the U.S. country chart with his album called This One's For You. That lead single from the album called Hurricane, also in #1.
Then you rolled in with your hair in the wind, baby, without warning.
Yeah, Luke Combs on this day, 2017. And that's what's gone on this date, the 29th day of August. In country music history, it's 6:30 in the morning. News is now.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
The Kentucky man considered by the FBI to be the first to illegally enter the U.S. Capitol on January 6, 2021, has been sentenced to over 5 years in prison. Michael Sparks from Elizabethtown, convicted by a federal jury earlier this year. He was found guilty of obstruction of an official proceeding, civil disorder, and disorderly conduct in the Capitol. He was then seen entering the Capitol through a broken window and chasing a Capitol police officer up a flight of stairs. There continues to be delays transporting students in Bourbon County, as is the case with school districts across the state. A bus driver shortage is causing pickup and drop-off times to be delayed. Officials say some delays are as long as 30 to 45 minutes. Some relief is on the way with drivers in training who will be assigned to routes in late September. London police looking for 2 teens reported missing, Nevaeh McDermott and Imani Adams, last seen around 4:30 Tuesday afternoon in London. Police have released photos of both girls. McDermott is 17 years old, white, 5'3" and 165 pounds with black hair. She was wearing black leggings with a black sweatshirt with Nike in white print, black socks, and white Crocs. Imani Adams is black, 16 years old, 5'5" and 115 pounds with brown hair. Last seen wearing blue leggings, a black sweatshirt with a gray square on the front, black slippers, and a pink hair tie. Louisville Metro Police investigating an unusual case involving a Catholic elementary school. Jack Crumley with the details.
LMPD officers called to St. Raphael School off of Bardstown Road just before 9 o'clock Wednesday morning. They were met by school staff who told police they found a decapitated chicken outside of their employee entrance. The school took it as a threat and followed protocol. 5th Division detectives took a report and are reviewing surveillance footage in the area.
I'm Lee Mowen.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Maybe it began with a little girl and her tin can microphone on the front porch of a log cabin in the Great Smoky Mountains. But it wouldn't be long before the crowd she dreamed of followed her home to Dollywood, where the memories we share will live in our hearts forever. Experience the incredible resorts, award-winning festivals, thrilling rides, and live shows with those you love most. Plan your trip at Dollywood.com.
Danville's deal maker, Bob Allen.
New Rams cost less at Bob Allen Motor Mall. Lease a new 24 Ram 2500 Crew Cab 4x4 for only $369 per month for 51 months. $91.74 plus first payment, taxes, and fees due at signing. 7,500 miles a year. Stock C 24174. Make this the summer event at Bob Allen Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Maple Avenue in Danville, or shop online anytime at BobAllenMotorMall.com.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. Danville Police hired 2 new officers and promoted another. First, at the most recent City Commission meeting, Danville officials announced the promotion of Officer Stephen DeBoer to the rank of Sergeant. DeBoer is a 9-year law enforcement veteran and also served 8 years in the U.S. Army. Meanwhile, Danville Police also welcomed officers Bobby Hardman and T.J. Godby. Hardman has 9 years of experience in law enforcement. Godby has 8. If you need a respite from the heat today, a Gathering Place is opening its doors as a cooling shelter. Today, from 9 until 4, you can go to a Gathering Place on Jean Drive in Danville to get relief from the heat, which is still brutal today and tomorrow before weekend rain showers cool us down a bit. The cooling shelter will also be open tomorrow. A Mercer County game warden has been recognized for 25 years of service to the Kentucky Fish and Wildlife. Game warden Marcus Bowling was recently honored by the National Fish and Wildlife Organization for his 25 years of service to Mercer County. Bowling was named the Southern Region winner of the 2024 Pamela S. Dillon Boating Educator of the Year Award for his work serving as the boating education coordinator, teaching up to 25 classes annually for people seeking their boating education certificates. He also helped launch the Life Jacket Loaner program with 3 stations, which is now increased to 15. Those stations provide loaner life jackets to adults and children at Kentucky's rivers and lakes. Season tickets sold out. UK Athletics reported that season ticket packages for UK football's 2024 season are sold out. That's more than 40,800 tickets that are sold in the season ticket packages, and you can couple that with 6,500 student tickets that have been sold. That number makes it a record for the Mark Stoops era. UK still has single game tickets available. The Wildcats kick off their regular season this Saturday night at 7:30 versus Southern Miss. And speaking of UK football, the university is releasing reminders for fans who plan to attend Saturday's game or any home game this year. UK schedule is home heavy with 8 games at Kroger Field, which will debut new lights and new ribbon video boards where fans can scan a QR code to be approved to get their picture on that board. Changes surrounding Kroger Field include Farm Road and sections of the Orange Lot, which are under construction. That means that area is inaccessible and tailgating space will be extremely limited in the Orange Lot. They've also moved the non-reserved disabled spots to the William T. Young Library with shuttles available to pick up and drop off. I'm Joe Mathis.
Good service is just as important as quality. And at B&L Jewelers, you get both. Competitive prices and exceptional service for every customer. Find the perfect bridal and engagement rings. Or better yet, B&L Jewelers will help you custom design your rings so that you can create something unique to express your love. We carry fine jewelry and watches, including Citizens and Bulova. Or we can special order whatever you need. We also buy gold and silver. And we offer 6-month layaway with no fees. We do all our jewelry repairs in-house. So stop in today for a free jewelry cleaning and diamond inspection on the corner of Houstonville Road and Highway 150 in the Danville Manor Shopping Center. Online at bnljewelers.com. Find us on Facebook.
Love gets better with B&L Jewelers.
Get in on the summer's biggest moments with Prize Picks, America's #1 fantasy sports app with over 5 million active members. Get in on the daily action with your friends and become part of the Prize Picks community today. There's always action on Prize Picks. Are you looking for promotions? Prize Picks has got you covered every week, from lowering select player stat projections on Tuesdays to help your lineup hit, or getting your entry fees back if you have a losing lineup on Fridays. And with the finals over, the hoops action does not stop on Prize Picks. Women's basketball is still heating up. You can win up to 100 times your cash watching them ball out. If you have the skills, you can play for a shot at turning your $10 into $1,000. Download the Prize Picks app today and use the code ROAM and get a $50 credit instantly when you play $5. That's code ROAM on Prize Picks to get a $50 credit instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive that $50 bonus. It is guaranteed. Prize Picks, run your game. You do have to be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
It's brought to you by our friends over at the Little Sign Shop. Need a sign, a banner, or a decal fest? See, the new owners and operators of the Little Sign Shop, they have all the things you could possibly need for full-color digital printing, magnetic signs, auto signage, and they even do logo design in Danville, where 2nd and 4th Streets meet. Sunny and hot, high of 95 today, a low tonight of 70. Tomorrow, sunny and hot, 96, and the heat index near 100 tomorrow. Saturday, rain showers, a high of 88. Sunday, partly sunny and 85. It's 6:38 in the morning, 71 degrees in Danville. Thursday, the 29th day of August, 082924 on your calendar. Love to have you on the show this morning, 238 WHIR to call in. What's going on with Larry Vaught today?
Vaught's Views on University of Kentucky Sports is on the air. Featuring 7-time Kentucky Sports Writer of the Year, Larry Vaught.
Really good news for Kentucky football going into Saturday's season opening game against Southern Mississippi is that this has to be the deepest quarterback room Mark Stoops has ever had at Kentucky. The quarterback group is led by Georgia transfer Brock Vandegrift, but Rutgers transfer Gavin Wimsatt has Big Ten starting experience. Former Lexington Catholic star Bo Allen is back at UK for the second time, and true freshman Cutter Boley at Lexington Christian is being counted on as a quarterback of the future. However, for Kentucky to be really good, Vandegrift has to come through in a big way. He was a backup quarterback on 2 national championship teams at Georgia. He's had only limited collegiate playing time, much like Will Levis had when he transferred from Penn State to UK. SEC Network studio host Peter Burns believes if Vandegrift turns out to be the right fit, like Levis was, that Kentucky has a realistic chance at a special season.
Lots Views will return in a moment.
School's back in session, and everyone's already looking forward to the next holiday, the next long weekend. Make your plans to spend Labor Day in Western Kentucky. Cadiz, Kentucky, to be exact. We have Kentucky's best lake, Barkley, and we're just minutes away from the best outdoor recreation area with the land between the lakes. We're worth the drive. Beautiful scenery, amazing people. Cadiz Trig Tourism invites you to Cadiz, Kentucky and the lakes area. Find more at gocadiz.com.
In today's NIL world of college athletics, experienced depth at quarterback is a luxury few teams will have. Most quarterbacks just are not going to sit and wait for a chance to develop and play when they can transfer to another school and play sooner. To me, the issue will be what if Vandegrift does struggle early? How long will Mark Stoops stick with him? My guess is unless Vandegrift is injured, he's the guy. But if something does happen, it's great to have backup options.
Find more from Larry at yoursportsedge.com.
Love it. Larry Vaught, Vaught's Views, Mondays through Fridays in the Joe Show at this time. Kroger Field's going to be rocking on Saturday evening. 7:30 is the kickoff time. They got the new video board. They got the new LED lights out there. It's going to be the place to be if you're going to go to any UK game, particularly with this. I mean, there's a heavy home schedule of games. There's 8 games. I mentioned that in the news. 8 home games out of the 12 UK plays there at Kroger Field. And there's going to be some big-name opponents coming in. But to be there, first game of the season, maybe ticket prices not as bad as some of the others because, I mean, Southern Miss isn't one of those Power 5 schools coming in or whatever. So when you look at the schedule, maybe this is the game to go to. Night game. You know, new stadium, basically. I mean, you got the brand new turf. They've renovated Kroger Field so much over the last couple of years. Got the new lights, got the new video board. This could be the game to want to go to. Saturday, 7:30 kickoff. We'll have it on Z105. Now, keep in mind that if you're looking for Boyle County football on Saturday, they are going to be right here on HIR. UK plays and Boyle County plays at like the same time. So with UK being the Z105 affiliate, we'll put UK on Z105, put Boyle County right here on HIR, and you can listen to both games. Maybe you go to Boyle County and want to listen to UK, or vice versa. You go to the UK game, put the headphones in, listen to the Big Daddy call Boyle County. You can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. That way we got you covered with both games on Saturday evening. 238-WHIR to call in on this great day, Thursday, August the 29th. Hey, the Trump Organization has launched a new line of hard ciders, but that's not the only kind of drink they're getting into. What about a drink that helps calm your upset stomach? A little MAGA Musil for you.
Hi, folks. It's your favorite President, Donald Trump. And you loved my new Trump brand hard ciders. They're very refreshing. But I'm not stopping there. Introducing new MAGA Musil. For when you're feeling irregular. Yes, 1 glass of MAGA Musil will have you short-stepping to your gold toilet in no time. That's my promise.
Sometimes I have trouble, going. I don't really get much fiber. Anyway, I decided to try MAGA Musil, and man, oh man, I'm the most regular I've ever been. In fact, I'll be right with you. Out of my way.
That's what I'm talking about. So ask your beautiful doctor if MAGA Musil is right for you. Side effects of MAGA Musil include heartburn, diarrhea, your skin turning orange, your hair turning orange, and you turning into the greatest person who's ever existed. Just like me. MAGA Musil. In stores now.
Yeah, a little MAGA Musil. Let's see what's going on in this morning's world of good. 100% hilarious. So bad they're good. Warning, these may make you cringe. It's time for everyone's... Wait a minute. No, it's time for the good news. I got my dad joke of the day mixed in there with that. Are you tired of the gloom and doom that saturates your daily news? Well, of course you are. I'm right there with you. These stories right here remind us of the silver line in the cloud over all of our heads. My way of sharing the good news with you, and hopefully you will go do the same for somebody else. Here's Floyd Kramer. Little good news action for you on this Thursday morning, and here we go. Story number one coming from California, where a burglar broke into a California bridal shop in the middle of the night, but a concerned neighbor made sure the thief didn't get away. Security cameras at Alexis Formal Bridal in Vallejo, California, show the suspect smashing windows and the glass door just before 4 o'clock in the morning last Friday. And the store owners got messages from the alarm company and rushed over. But by the time they got there, a man who lives nearby and some are calling the Batman, just happened to show up right place, right time in the middle of the night, like the Batman. He stopped the suspect at the doorway and held them until officers got there a few minutes later. The co-owner of Alexis Formal Bridal Store, named Ellen Delgadillo, says the store and they are able to thank this vigilante neighbor who held the suspect at bay while police got there.
So we were able to communicate, with the vigilante that a lot of people are, calling the Batman. We've been in contact with them, and we've said thank you.
Yeah, story number two coming from Florida, where a 12-year-old girl in Cape Coral, Florida, rescued her four dogs, from a house fire that started while she was getting ready for school earlier this week. She called 911 and successfully got the dogs to safety before firefighters arrived and contained that fire, which started from a TV in the garage that was plugged into an extension cord. Although the family lost all their belongings to smoke and water damage, they expressed deep gratitude that the girl and the dogs were unharmed. And story number three coming from San Francisco, where San Fran's Martin Luther King Jr. Academy Middle School has a new on-campus grocery store where everything is free. It's the first West Coast location of WHIR, an Atlanta-based startup that works to reduce food waste and combat hunger, and the fourth free grocery store they created with Amazon. All 400 students at the school and their families have access to shop there and load up on fresh fruits, vegetables, dairy products, pantry goods, and meat. Wow, pretty cool. San Francisco opens a free grocery store at a middle school. A girl saves herself and 4 dogs from a fire while getting ready for the school day that day. And a good Samaritan stops a burglar who broke into a bridal shop. That's what's going on in this morning's world of absolute good, folks. Floyd Kramer, take us home, buddy. Silhouette us at sunrise. Coming up next.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want? Can we sleep cooler? Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. And now, during our biggest sale of the year, save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Plus free home delivery on select smart beds when you add any base. Ends Labor Day. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
Are you paying too much for term life insurance? A man age 50 non-tobacco user can obtain $500,000 of coverage for as little as $110 per month. Level rate for 20 years. That's right, guaranteed level rate for 20 years. If you're a smoker, there are great rates available for you as well. Call Term Busters for a quote. 1-800-908-7636. You're probably paying more than you should. Call 1-800-908-7636. Remember, call Term Busters. 1-800-908-7636. Sample rate for preferred non-tobacco rate class. Exam required to qualify.
Hi, I'm Brent Blevins, Public Health Director for your Boyle County Health Department. The health and safety of our residents is of great importance to me. Each year, lives are lost due to lung cancer, many of which are preventable. That is something that I would like to see change. Lung cancer deaths associated with smoking and exposure to radon gas are considered by the Environmental Protection Agency as the foremost contributing factors in causing lung cancer. This is where the Boyle County Health Department can help. We have smoking cessation classes beginning often, and the entire program only lasts 13 weeks. Imagine how much better you can feel in just a few short weeks. Also, our environmental staff has information on radon indoor air mitigation systems that can greatly reduce the risk of radon gas in your home. For more information on either of these programs, contact your Boyle County Health Department at 859-236-2053. Thank you.
Just excited to get full-time in the Cup Series next year and can't wait. I want to race Denny. I want him to be, amongst that group.
The revenue is in the millions more that they're going to get now.
What is that, dude? Like, you can be excited. It's okay.
Mark Garrow and PRN's Garage Pass.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. Go ahead, feel your engine. Admire that perfectly installed exhaust. Your vehicle's moving along this freeway like it was made from fresh installs and a whole lot of love. With eBay Motors, you get over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
We work hard to keep our cars looking great on the outside, but engine components need our attention too. That's where you can trust Z-Max Micro Lubricant. By soaking into the metal of your engine, Z-Max Micro Lubricant improves performance, extends engine life, and reduces emissions. Trust the many customers who've said, "Thanks for saving my engine." Find out more at zmax.com or follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
One of the biggest stories coming out of Daytona was Trackhouse Racing making it official. They were letting rookie Zane Smith go and putting Shane Van Gisbergen in their third car beginning next season. The New Zealand driver has won 3 times on the Xfinity Series this year after winning the Chicago Street Race in July 2023 in his Cup debut.
Never thought it would happen this quick, and I'm very glad we've done the learning year this year in Xfinity, but just excited to get full-time in the Cup Series next year and working with Trackhouse. Hugely excited about it. Got a lot of work to do, and it's not going to be easy, that's for sure, but hopefully I fit in pretty good next year. Can't wait.
Going into Darlington, Chase Elliott is very much in the thick of the battle for the Cup Series regular season championship, but Danny Hamlin is not after his team was hit with a big penalty last week. Elliott wishes, however, Hamlin was still among the contenders.
I want to race Denny. I want him to be, amongst that group, because I think any time that you can, go head-to-head with them and, outduel a team of that caliber, it's a good thing.
Speaking of Hamlin, on his Actions Detrimental podcast, he outlined how much bigger the Wood Brothers Racing bank account would be getting after Harrison Burton's Daytona victory.
They're now going to get at least 16th place money, which is $1 million basically to make the playoffs. Then the charter ranking will go up. You basically just add up 125 grand per position that you gain, and that's how much of a reward they got.
So by going from 34th to 16th in the standings at $125,000 per spot and the playoff bonus, that adds up to over $3.2 million.
When you switch and save with Progressive, you could use that money towards going to see your favorite team in the playoffs. Progressive cannot guarantee that you can go see your favorite team in the playoffs. Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds on average, but we cannot guarantee that your favorite team will make the playoffs or even finish with a winning record. They could easily lose more than half their games and finish in the cellar because they stink badly and haven't made the playoffs in years. Savings? Very possible. Playoffs? Highly doubtful. Switch and see if you could save at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance and Affiliates, not available in all states. We cannot be held liable for your favorite team's terrible and frankly embarrassing performances now or ever.
Sitting beside his crew chief, Jeremy Bullins, Harrison Burton poked a little fun at his dad, Jeff, for being so low-key on NBC when he won at Daytona, just like he has been in the past.
He keeps doing that. I won an Xfinity race, and he didn't say a dang word other than that he felt bad for Noah that I passed him on the last lap. What is that, dude? Like, you can be excited. It's okay.
This is what you call Harrison's opportunity to get back at Jeff.
Yeah, he's quiet. He has no microphone. I have a microphone.
Mark Garrow and PRN's Garage Pass, presented by Progressive Insurance. Cars, homes, boats, motorcycles, RVs, and more at Progressive.com.
Imagine if you had 100 years to dedicate yourself to fun and wonder. That's exactly what Kentucky State Parks is celebrating this year. 100 years of unmatched scenery and history, with guided hikes and acclaimed golf, plus all kinds of cozy lodging and accommodations. Dedicate your weekends to creating memories that last a lifetime at parks.ky.gov.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
All right, Jack, it's brought to you by O'Charlie's, where coming up on Sunday, they've got their Sunday brunch that's back on the menu. It's starting at 10 o'clock in the morning Sundays, a special menu that includes French toast, biscuits and gravy, steak and scrambled eggs, bacon, egg, and cheese quesadillas, and $5 mimosas. O'Charlie's in the Danville Manor Shopping Center. Sunny and hot. High today, 95. A low tonight of 70. Tomorrow, sunny and hot, 96. 100-degree heat index tomorrow. And on Saturday, rain showers move in, a high of 88. Sunday, partly sunny and 85 at 6:54 in the morning. The 29th day of August. Thursday, August 29th, 082924 on your calendar as we start you off with everyone's sixth favorite segment of the show, 100% hilarious. So bad they're good. Warning, these may make you cringe. It's the dad joke of the day. Let's do it.
Dad joke of the day.
All right, here's your dad joke of the day. I stole a giant board game. Saw it, I wanted, I took it, a giant board game. It was the biggest risk I ever took. Took. I've ever taken. Tooken's not a word. That's the dad joke of the day. Mondays through Fridays, the Joe Show at this time. A giant board game I stole, the biggest risk I've ever taken. There we go. Bah.
Welcome to the planet of the apps. Well, look at this. One of the hottest tools to add to your travel and vacation arsenal is Hopper. Hopper. It's an app, and Hopper says we will give you the best price on hotels, flights, cars, vacation rentals. They even put themselves up against Expedia and all the rest. Hopper. Hopper. Find over 1 million flights, hotels, homes, rental cars, all in one app. Book your trip or the vacation through the app. And just a couple of taps and you swipe and you're in. Hopper predicts prices for flights and hotels, and they're almost 100% accurate. Very few can boast that. We've looked at it, we downloaded, we love it. It lets you freeze the price, too. Try that with another app. You can't. Hopper. Hopper. If you travel or going on vacation, download Hopper. It's free. Thought you'd like to know. Rick Dees in this molten magma every day. We call it the planet of the apps.
Yeah, Rick Dees, the planet of the apps, Mondays through Fridays on the Joe Show at this time, leads us into this morning's Country Comic Spotlight, where Nate Bargatze is in the spotlight today, talking about going golfing with his wife and how that ended up. Nate Bargatze, golfing with his wife, the Country Comic Spotlight.
You love something, you want your spouse to come do it with you. So we go play golf. And I'm sure everybody knows this, but in golf, tee times are very specific. It's 156, it's 204, 213. These are the times. I didn't make it up. This is what they do. Our tee time is 156, and we're driving to the first tee. It's 155. She goes, I need to go to the bathroom and get something to drink. I tell her that is too bad. I said, we tee off in 15 seconds. And she said, I thought it was 2-ish. I go, well, you made that up on your own. This is the most rule-following place on earth. She says, I'm still going to go. And I was like, all right, whatever. I'm not trying to start a fight before we get going. So I get out of the golf cart, and I grab my driver and one golf ball. And I was like, go do whatever you got to go do, but I need to tee off so we're on time. So I'm going to tee off and just meet me in the fairway for my second shot. And she's not going to play every hole anyway. So I'm like pointing at the fairway. And so she drives off, and I go up to the first tee. There's these old men there. Now, they don't tee off till tomorrow, but they like to get there early. So I got a group watching. I tee off. It's a good shot. It goes in the fairway. Not a big deal. A lot of people do that. I tee off, then play 4 holes alone with my driver. Do you know how big of a psycho you look like? When you go hit every single golf shot with the least versatile club in the bag. Those old men were like, what's he doing? As they watched me line drive my second shot. I chipped with that driver. Very luckily 7-putted with that same driver.
Nate Bargatze in the Country Comic Spotlight. Rick D's the Planet of the Apps, the dad joke of the day. And real quickly, going by Wendy's to grab breakfast this morning. How about the maple bacon chicken croissant combo? Juicy white meat, lightly breaded and seasoned, apple with smoked bacon, and maple butter on a flaky croissant bun. A little sweet, a little savory, a lot good. Comes with the potato wedges, the breakfast potatoes on the side, and then you get a drink as well. So a cup of hot coffee to round out that breakfast meal. The maple bacon chicken croissant combo only at Wendy's in Danville. Tell them you heard them on the Joe Show on 103.9 FM WHIR Danville News Talk Sports and HometownLive.net. Go to Wendy's for breakfast this morning. We're an hour in. It's 7 o'clock, and we're talking Boyle football next.
This is the talk of the town, AM 1230, and now on FM 103.9, WHIR Danville, powered by Kentucky WiMAX.
It's 7 o'clock.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. Russia is barring nearly 24 American journalists from entering the country. Russia's foreign ministry posted a statement online Wednesday saying it has permanently barred 92 U.S. citizens in response to what it called the Biden administration's Russophobic course, including sanctions the U.S. imposed earlier this year. United Airlines flight attendants are approving a strike across the country. The flight attendants have voted to approve strike authorization if they don't reach an agreement with the airline. For now, off-duty flight attendants are marching on informational picket lines. The flight attendants want raises, job security, and retirement benefits. In a statement, United says it will continue to work toward an agreement and says the strike is not imminent as it's a lengthy process. The CDC says 6 more people have died from an outbreak of contaminated deli meat. Tammy Trujillo reports.
Since May, 9 people have died and nearly 60 have been hospitalized by a listeria outbreak is connected to Boar's Head Meats. Boar's Head expanded its deli meat recall in July to include an additional 7 million pounds of ready-to-eat meats from its plant in Virginia.
This Labor Day weekend will be one of the busiest ever when it comes to travel. Mark Mayfield reports.
AAA reports domestic travel during the last holiday weekend of the summer could jump as much as 9% compared to last year. The organization says some families may choose to travel to closer destinations due to time constraints. Meanwhile, the TSA said it's getting ready for the busiest Labor Day travel period it's ever seen, with an expected 8.5% increase in passengers compared to 2023. Some of the top U.S. destinations for Labor Day, according to AAA, include Anaheim, California, Las Vegas, Salt Lake City, and Orlando.
And Yelp is filing an antitrust lawsuit against Google. Earlier this month, a federal judge ruled that Google violated U.S. antitrust laws and had monopolized the search market. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
You may have been born to be wild, but you weren't born to be dead from a needless motorcycle crash. So when you're even just a little impaired, you do not get your motor running. You do not head out on the highway. What you do is get a ride from a sober friend, a taxi or rideshare service, or public transportation. Because you may be looking for adventure, but you're not looking for trouble. Please ride sober. Paid with funds through the Kentucky Office of Highway Safety.
Change a life in a big way.
Oh, Jocelyn and I will stay in touch forever. Actually, I told her she's planning my wedding, and I look forward to the future. And my reception, the future babies. You know, when it happens, I could be 42. She's going to be at my college graduation. She's going to be at my other college graduation, because I'm going to law school, so. We'll be involved in it all. We're going to do this. Absolutely.
Volunteer or donate to Big Brothers Big Sisters. We need bigs, especially men. Start something. If you're a former big, start something.
A former Nevada County politician is being found guilty of murdering a Las Vegas journalist. Brian Shook reports.
We, the jury in the above entitled case, find the defendant, Robert Tellis, as follows.
Murder with use of a deadly weapon. Victim 60 years of age or older. Guilty.
A jury found former Nevada County Public Administrator Robert Tellis killed Las Vegas Review-Journal investigative reporter Jeff Gehrman in September of 2022. Prosecutors said Tellis murdered Gehrman over negative articles the journalist wrote about Tellis when he was the Clark County Public Administrator. I'm Brian Shook.
Some Broadway shows are planning to go dark for Election Day. Sarah Lee Kessler in New York.
So what did I miss?
The Broadway community wants you to vote, so many of the plays and musicals will be staged on Monday, November 4th. Their usual day off is Monday, instead of Tuesday, November 5th, Election Day. Broadway did the same thing during the 2016 presidential race, but in case you need distraction that Tuesday night, you can catch Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, and the yet-to-open Left on 10th and The Outsiders.
The price gap between fast food and fast casual restaurants is shrinking, which is creating winners and losers. Aaron Real explains.
Experts say that some of the fast casual chains are doing better because they're seen as more of a treat and there are fewer expectations around very low prices. Restaurant food prices increased by about 30% from July 2019 to July of this year, according to the latest Consumer Price Index. 78% of people surveyed by Lending Tree said that they now view fast food as a luxury. The winners, Wingstop, Cava, Chipotle, Sweetgreen, and Taco Bell. On the losing side, KFC, Papa John's, Starbucks, Pizza Hut, and McDonald's.
NVIDIA's latest earnings report is beating street expectations. The tech giant reported $30 billion in revenue in the second quarter. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Big deals. 1, 2, 3. Oh, hi. Jenny here. Just counting all the dollars I saved at my local Big Deals online store. What? You haven't saved yet? Get on it. You'll love the great selection of gift certificates at discount prices. They make great gifts, too. And you can shop right from your phone. Nothing satisfies like counting all those savings. Now let me get back to it. 6, 7, 8.
Go to hometownlive.net to shop and save at the Big Deals online store. You can also find links to download the free Big Deals Media app for your phone. Works on Apple and Android cells. Shop quickly and access all your mobile Big Deal certificates easily for redemption. You can also easily send a mobile certificate to someone else to use via email. Check it out and join the thousands that save with Big Deal certificates to local businesses.
Shop and save with Big Deals at hometownlive.net. That's hometownlive.net.
Good morning to you. Thursday, the 29th day of the month of August, 082924 on your calendar. It's a day where we get sunshine. It is hot once again. 95 is your high. Forecast comes your way. News brought to you first by Stuart Powell Ford Mazda.
Hi, this is Fred Sizemore, General Manager at Stuart Powell, and I would like to invite you in to see how we became the #1 growth dealer for Mazda in the Midwest and #6 in the entire nation. Our people make a difference and we make it easy. This is how car buying should be. No pressure, no gimmicks, no hidden fees, and no fast talk. So stop by and experience for yourself at 225 South Danville Bypass or online at stuartpowell.com.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. Danville Police hired 2 new officers and promoted another. First, at the most recent City Commission meeting, Danville officials announced the promotion of Officer Stephen DeBoer to the rank of Sergeant. DeBoer is a 9-year law enforcement veteran and also served 8 years in the U.S. Army. Meanwhile, Danville Police also welcomed officers Bobby Hardman and T.J. Godby. Hardman has 9 years of experience in law enforcement. Godby has 8. If you need a respite from the heat today, a gathering place is opening its doors as a cooling shelter. Today, from 9 until 4, you can go to a gathering place on Jean Drive in Danville to get relief from the heat, which is still brutal today and tomorrow before weekend rain showers cool us down a bit. The cooling shelter will also be open tomorrow. A Mercer County game warden has been recognized for 25 years of service to the Kentucky Fish and Wildlife. Game warden Marcus Bowling was recently honored by the National Fish and Wildlife Organization for his 25 years of service to Mercer County. Bowling was named the Southern Region winner of the 2024 Pamela S. Dillon Boating Educator of the Year Award for his work serving as the Boating Education Coordinator, teaching up to 25 classes annually for people seeking their boating education certificates. He also helped launch the Life Jacket Loan program with 3 stations, which is now increased to 15. Those stations provide loaner life jackets to adults and children at Kentucky's rivers and lakes. Season tickets sold out. UK Athletics reported that season ticket packages for UK football's 2024 season are sold out. That's more than 40,800 tickets that are sold in the season ticket packages, and you can couple that with 6,500 student tickets that have been sold. That number makes it a record for the Mark Stoops era. UK still has single game tickets available. The Wildcats kick off their regular season this Saturday night at 7:30 versus Southern Miss. And speaking of UK football, the university is releasing reminders for fans who plan to attend Saturday's game or any home game this year. UK's schedule is home heavy with 8 games at Kroger Field, which will debut new lights and new ribbon video boards where fans can scan a QR code to be approved to get their picture on that board. Changes surrounding Kroger Field include Farm Road and sections of the Orange Lot, which are under construction. That means that area is inaccessible and tailgating space will be extremely limited in the Orange Lot. They've also moved the non-reserved disabled spots to the William T. Young Library with shuttles available to pick up and drop off. I'm Joe Mathis.
This morning's local news was a service of Stuart Powell Ford and Mazda on the bypass in Danville and online at stuartpowell.com.
Be prepared for what Mother Nature brings. Keep up to date with weather forecasts here every hour on WHIR.
Cirque du Soleil invites you to immerse yourself in the world of insects, teeming with joy, amazement, and unstoppable energy. OVO by Cirque du Soleil. Join the party from August 29th through September 1st at Rupp Arena. Experience spectacular acrobatics with the whole family. OVO thanks its official partner, Air Canada. Tickets at CirqueDuSoleil.com.
Mark your calendar for Sunday, September 8th at 4 p.m. It's the annual Back to School Bash at Gethsemane Baptist Church in Danville. We invite you, your youngsters, and your young people to enjoy a bouncy house, a 20-foot dual slide, and a simulated rock climbing wall for older kiddos. Cotton candy, popcorn, games, and activities. 4 p.m. Sunday, September 8th, Gethsemane Baptist Church. Be there.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
Hey there, Jackie Boy, brought to you by our friends at Howard Carpenter Flooring Outlet Harrodsburg, specializing in discount waterproof vinyl flooring, hardwood, tile, and carpet remnants. Shop and save on all types of floor coverings. Howard Carpenter Flooring Outlet, 540 North College Street. Sunny and hot today, 95 and 70. The high and low, it is even hotter tomorrow, 96, 100-degree heat index. And then Saturday, things cool down, but they cool down because of some rain showers, then move in. A high Saturday of 88. On Sunday, partly sunny and 85. Right now, it's 7:11 in the morning, 71 degrees in Danville. And we're talking Boyle County football with head coach of the Rebels, Justin Haddix, brought to you by Dexter Reitmeyer Insurance.
Resetting your password, unsubscribing from emails, printing anything. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your business doesn't have to be one of them, so you can get back to more important things, like learning how that printer works. That's simple human sense.
Ask Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance Agency in Danville if auto owners make sense for you. Call me, Mark Dexter, or Chris Reitmeyer at 236-6686.
And we welcome onto the show Boyle County head football coach Justin Haddix. Good morning, Coach. How are you?
Doing good. How you doing?
Doing great, Coach. Appreciate you being on here this morning. Thursdays, we talk special teams, and you got a Bryan Station team coming in Saturday evening that we know has got a lot of speed, a lot of athleticism. They actually hit a field goal last week as well against Trinity in that 28-10 loss to the Shamrocks. Tell us, Coach, what you see out of this defender special teams unit you're going against.
Obviously dynamic in the return game. They've got some guys that can really run back there. Their kicking game's pretty strong. I said you have a kid, I think he's a first-year kicker, goes in and makes a big kick against Trinity the other night. So they're very confident in their kicking game.
Yeah, John Hannon is their field goal kicker. Do you know how far that field goal was?
It was 30-plus, so pretty nice kick for the first one.
Yeah, when you look at what you all did last week, Coach, against LCA, 5 for 5 in extra points, so knocked that one down pretty well. Anything in the special teams unit you think that you all did you need to improve on?
I'll say our kickoff coverage and punt also. We've done a few fixes on both of those to to kind of work on getting us better field position. We did not win the field position battle against LCA, so we got to do a lot better job of that.
Yeah, well, you got two guys back there in Maury Brown and Tavy Quisenberry taking back kicks. Again, how big of a weapon is that to have those two guys back there where teams have to choose whether they're going to kick it deep to two of the most dynamic players in the state or kick it short and give you all really good field position? That's such a weapon to have back there.
Well, that's something. Our expectations, if they kick it deep, we want to make them pay. We want to score a touchdown. So they kicked it deep once back to us, and we were not able to make anything happen there. So we got to do a better job of getting a hat on a hat and letting those guys go play ball.
Yeah, your offensive mind, though, Coach, you say you want to score every time you touch the ball, right? So it didn't have to be even an offensive play per se.
Yeah.
Kickoff returns, you want those too?
Yes. Oh, it's an offensive play. If they kick it deep to us, we've got a play set up. We should execute it and go score.
Boyle County head coach Justin Hattis. Coach, what do you work on in practice on this Thursday afternoon?
Well, today will be an offensive day for us, just based on the way the schedule's laid out. So we'll do all of our offense, and then we'll finish up with some Team D.
It's going to be an 8 o'clock kickoff, Boyle County and Bryan Station Saturday. We'll have it right here on WHIR for the Defenders versus the Rebels. Coach, appreciate you being on. Good luck with practice. We'll talk to you tomorrow morning, okay?
Hey, thank you. Go Rebels.
Yes, sir. Boyle County head football coach Justin Hannock. Special teams in the spotlight today. And going to be a good one on Saturday. A good Bryan Station team. Big 6A school opposite Seattle, Lexington. The Bryan Station Defenders. Philip Hawkins, their head coach. They're 0-1. They lost to the Trinity Shamrocks out of 6A as well in week 0 of the season, as it's called. 28-10 was the score of that one. And, of course, Boyle County at 1-0. And they played LCA last Saturday. They'll play again against Bryan Station this Saturday. 36-12 was the score the last time the two teams met up in August of 2022, 2 years ago. And they'll play almost 2 years to the day. It was August the 27th of 2022 when Boyle and Bryan Station played. They'll play, obviously, August the 31st of 2024. And Boyle County trying to make it 2-0 all time against Bryan Station. That is the second game of the Rebel Bowl. First game should be a good one as well. LCA versus Franklin County. Two really good teams, LCA in 2A, Franklin County in 4A, of course, with Boyle County in that same class. The Rebels beat both the LCA and Franklin County last year. LCA in the regular season, Franklin County in the playoffs. And those two teams will meet in the first game of the Rebel Bowl. That is a 5 o'clock kickoff for that one. And then it's a scheduled 8 o'clock kick for Bryan Station and Boyle County. I didn't realize that the first game kicks off at 5. Because they're giving them that 3-hour period in between games, there's a really good chance Boyle and Bryan Station does kick off on time right at 8 o'clock. That's good. So we'll have that game again right here on 103.9 FM WHIR, Danville News, Talk Sports. Your home for football. UK is going to be on Z105 where you typically hear Bowl games, so the Rebel game again is on WHIR. Tell everybody you know that. Don't want people confused on Saturday. Sports coming up now.
This Steve Bertram Sports Report is a service of Stuart Powell Ford Mazda on the Danville Bypass and online at stuartpowell.com.
Hi, this is Fred Sizemore, General Manager at Stuart Powell, and I would like to invite you in to see how we became the #1 growth dealer for Mazda in the Midwest and #6 in the entire nation. Our people make a difference and we make it easy. This is how car buying should be. No pressure, no gimmicks, no hidden fees, and no fast talk. So stop by and experience for yourself at 225 South Danville Bypass or online at stuartpowell.com.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. Garrett County and Boyle County will host bowl doubleheaders this weekend. The Golden Lions host Middlesboro at their new field tomorrow night at 6 on Z105. Corbin meets North Hardin around 8:30 in the other game. Boyle will host the Rebel Bowl Saturday night. They take on Bryan Station around 8 on WHIR FM 103.9. The first game at 5 at Rebel Stadium features Franklin County and Lexington Christian Academy. In other hometown radio action Friday night, Mercer County meets Simon Kenton at 6 at Woodford County on WHBN FM 99.5, and Danville entertains Pulaski County at 7:30 tomorrow on WHIR FM 103.9. Other area action tomorrow night has Lincoln County hosting Bullitt Central. East Jessamine at Anderson County. Ashland is at West Jessamine. Casey County's at Campbellsville. McCreary Central's at Marion County. And Washington County entertains Thomas Nelson. Kentucky's preparing for its season opener Saturday night against Southern Mississippi at Kroger Field. The Cats are favored by 4 touchdowns. Our pregame shows begin at 5:30. Kickoffs at 7:45 Saturday night for Kentucky versus Southern Miss on Z105. College football is ramping up with a full schedule tonight. Among the games, Murray State visits number 11 Missouri. Morehead State hosts CST, and Arkansas Pine Bluff is at Arkansas. In baseball yesterday, Oakland hit 4 homers to defeat Cincinnati 9-6. Cleveland is back in first in the AL Central after topping Kansas City 7-5. It was the Braves 5, Twins 1, Dodgers 6, Orioles 4, Nationals 5, Yankees 2, Cubs 14, Pirates 10, Brewers 5, Giants 3, the Cardinals 4, Padres 3. The Rangers beat the White Sox twice. Other winners were the Astros, Mets, Mariners, Red Sox, Rockies, and Tigers. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
Did you know that WHIR AM 1230 is the talk of the town? We're not spreading gossip. We're just letting you know where the best talk radio is found all day, every day. Mornings begin with Danville's own Joe Mathis and The Joe Show.
Hey, this is Joe Mathis.
Wake up to what you missed. News, weather, sports, and local guests. Followed by Kentucky Sports Radio with Matt Jones.
Welcome, everyone. Kentucky Sports Radio. I'm Matt Jones.
Then, the man who has an opinion about everything, Tomas Mauricio.
I'm Tomas Mauricio. I invite you to tune in.
Starting at noon with Advocates for America. Then at 3, it's the best-known name in news, Sean Hannity.
Join me, Sean Hannity, on WHIR.
Then, Joe Pag starts off weekday evenings at 6 with his take on the day's news, mixed with his fun parody songs about the news.
Hey, it's Joe Pag on WHIR.
Afterwards, at 10, it's the unique world of John B. Wells on WHIR with his Caravan to Midnight show.
This is John B. Wells, WHIR AM 1230 and FM 103.9.
These guys have a lot to say, and they'll be glad to have you join them every weekday on your home for news, talk, sports. AM 1230, WHIR, the talk of the town.
Serving Boyle County seniors, a gathering place.
Our Adult Day Healthcare Services provide independence through assistance for adults with special needs ages 21 and over. Our participants enjoy games, reality orientation, cognitive and physical activities, exercise, music and craft programs, while offering families freedom and peace of mind knowing their loved ones are cared for in a safe, supportive environment. Visit thegatheringplace.org. Follow on Facebook and Instagram for more info.
Every fan knows the advantages of playing on their home field. Hi, I'm Patrick McClure from McClure Bailey. Proud to be a lifelong resident of Danville and Boyle County. Our firm can provide a variety of services to meet the legal needs of you and our community. We're all local attorneys. We understand the needs of the people from Danville and Boyle County because we are people of Danville and Boyle County. Call the hometown team of McClure Bailey at 236-8888. Now located at 426 South 4th Street, just south of downtown Danville. Go Ads, go Cats, and go Rebels. This is an advertisement.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
Well, thank you there, old Jackie boy. Brought to you by Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance. They're your local independent insurance agency. They proudly represent the Auto Owners Insurance Company. Ask if auto owners make sense for you. Call Mark or Chris for a free quote. 236-6686. Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance. Sunny and hot. High of 95. A low tonight 70. Tomorrow sunny and hot 96. Heat index at 100 degrees tomorrow. And on Saturday, rain showers, a high of 88, cooling us down for the Labor Day weekend a little bit. Sunday, 85, and then a great day on Monday. Right now it's 7:22, and it is time to talk Danville football, brought to you by Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Ask Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance Agency in Danville if Auto Owners makes sense for you. Call me, Mark Dexter, or Chris Reitmeyer.
And we welcome onto the show Danville head coach Frank Parks. Good morning, Coach. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great, Coach. Appreciate you joining us this morning. We talk special teams on Thursdays, and it's a Danville versus Pulaski County game tomorrow night, Coach. And I'm looking at Pulaski County special teams. It appears as if there were some struggles, at least kicking extra points. Now, we know there's a lot of things that go into an extra point. Got to have a good snap, a good hold, and a good kick. So it's not always the kicker's fault, per se. But they were just 1 for 3 on extra points. Did get 1 2-point conversion in that game as well to make up for one of those missed extra points. So, Coach, what do you see out of this Pulaski County team special teams unit?
Well, for the most part, they are solid. They got a couple guys backbeat that are dangerous when it comes to return game. They did have extra point block, and, like you said, there was 1 for 3. But they solid all the way around, and they do a pretty good job with their special team units. Early in the year, sometimes you have those mishaps when it comes to special teams because it's a little bit hard to get the live looks and things you may see within a game when it comes to the special teams, the kicking part of it, especially when it comes to blocking. But they solid all the way around.
Coach, we see in this game particularly, like it's 28-27, Beechwood wins over Pulaski County. They have a blocked extra point. If they don't block that one, it's 28-28, and they're going into overtime, right? So when you see how important even one single point is in a football game, and you see a team on film block an extra point, how deep do you go into seeing exactly what that team did to block, or see where maybe the weakness is up front of the offensive line when they're snapping the extra point to say, maybe we can attack that point to try to block an extra point to save us a point?
Right. So we go into each week looking at some weaknesses of the other team, special teams, especially those extra points, field goals type of units, to see the weakness and see where you may have opportunity to block an extra point or block a field goal, because like you said, that 1 point can make a big difference throughout the game, because then you get people chasing that single point because they may have got an extra point blocked or missed it because of the pressure. So that's an edge we try to figure out each week in the kicking game, and who to kick to, who not to kick to, what type of advantage we can take of the special teams in general, because that's a phase where can change momentum quicker than anything.
Yeah, field position more than likely in games is decided on special teams, right? Do you get a good punt off? Do you have a punt block? Do you kick it out of bounds? Do you keep it away from someone? All of that matters in the scheme of the game. It's not oftentimes a play that's going to provide points. It's not going to be an 80-yard touchdown pass. It's not going to be an 80-yard run. But if you can keep teams as far away from the end zone as possible, it gives you a better chance that team's not going to score. And field position plays such a mighty game in terms of special teams when you go Friday in, Friday out.
Yes, absolutely. And special teams is really one of those phases that you can take advantage of, because everyone thinks of the offense and defense, and if you can be detailed and execute at a high level on the special team to create some of those shorter field positions, or create a longer drive for the opposing team, if you attention to the details about who to punt to, where to kick it off. If you got a kicker, we got a good one.
Yeah.
And Caleb can kick things in the end zone, things of that nature. It just helps out the offensive defense so much.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, I'm sure you've been on both ends where you've had teams where you send the kicker out and you almost hold your breath and cross your fingers and hope he makes the extra point even. And now, you've got a team now where, you feel like you could send Caleb out blindfolded and hit the extra point, right? Like, how much relief does that provide a coach knowing you got a guy like Caleb back there?
Oh, that's big. That probably cost me a chance of a regional championship back in the day. one of our kickers wasn't able to participate, so we had a backup, and it ended up being that one-point game that was in the second or third round of the playoffs with a really good team, but our main kicker wasn't there, and it cost us all because, we didn't have our main kicker. So you got a guy like Caleb, you feel confident going out there hitting the extra point and fit goes from certain distance. It's a big relief off of your shoulders to have a guy like that be that effective in the ball.
Frank Parks, the head coach of the Danville Admirals. They've got Pulaski County tomorrow night, 7:30 kickoff. We love those Friday 7:30 kickoff times, and Danville settles back into that time slot. We'll have it right here on WHIR. Coach, what are you working on in practice on this Thursday afternoon?
Today we'll go over all three phases, make sure we're ready to execute our game plan. We'll take a heavy doses of special teams today to make sure everyone's on the same page, and, offense and defense, make sure we fine-tune the game plan.
There you go, Danville coach Frank Parks. It's the Maroons versus the Admirals. We'll have it tomorrow night, 7:30 on your home for Danville football, WHIR. Coach, appreciate you being on, and we'll talk to you again on game day tomorrow morning, okay?
All right, sounds good.
Bye. That's Danville head coach Frank Parks. Admirals and Maroons, Friday, 7:30 on WHIR. Boyle County versus the Defenders of Bryan Station, Saturday at 8 o'clock, also right here on WHIR. 7:29 and a half in the morning. We are 30 seconds away from Bottom Hour News on the Joe Show. Don't go anywhere. 7:30 in the morning. 71 degrees.
Make a bold impression when you show up in a new Kia from Cartown Kia.
Drive the 2024 Kia Sorento for just $279 down and $279 per month. Or 2024 Kia Forte, just $229 down and $229 per month.
And don't forget our 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty. Give them something to talk about in a new Kia from Cartown Kia and CartownKiaUSA.com.
2024 Kia Sorento, $279 per month. 2054 with sign. 2024 Kia Forte, $229 per month. 2001 with sign. 24 month leases, 10,000 miles per year. Includes tax, title, license, doc, and acquisition fees. With approved credit, no security deposit required. All incentives to dealer. Prices may not include added option.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
A drug bust in Mercer County has led to the recovery of over 30 dogs found malnourished and badly injured. The Mercer County Animal Shelter has mobilized to rescue the canines and are in desperate need to find forever or foster homes for them. The residents, Gabriella Fulmer and Kenneth Brawner, were taken into custody and are facing drug and animal cruelty charges. Habitat for Humanity Owensboro has opened a new home to teach people about home and property ownership. Miss Virginia's Education and Training Center is the first of its kind in the country. Workshops and classes will be offered to give applicants the chance to get hands-on experience before moving into their Habitat house. The project is supported by a grant from Impact 100 Owensboro and donations from dozens of businesses, churches, organizations, and individuals. Books and fees can really add up for students in college, but this year a generous donor is lending a hand by covering school fees for all Berea College students. The nursing students are especially excited because costs in their field mean buying things like uniforms. A frightening scene at a local Walmart yesterday as an armed suspect is shot by police after he tried to carjack a woman. It happened Wednesday afternoon at Outer Loop and New Cut Road. Police say the suspect was in a car that crashed after being chased by state police. The driver was arrested, but a second suspect ran into the crowded Walmart with a gun. Police say the suspect then tried to carjack a woman in the pharmacy drive-thru. A Metro police officer shot the suspect. The woman was not hurt.
She's uninjured, so no one else was injured in this, but obviously she's shaken up. To have somebody armed with a gun jump in your passenger seat is not the way that you expected your day to go when you left the house this morning.
LMPD Interim Chief Paul Humphrey. The suspect was taken to the hospital and is expected to survive. I'm Lee Mowen.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Mark your calendar for Sunday, September 8th at 4 p.m. It's the annual Back to School Bash at Gethsemane Baptist Church in Danville. We invite you, your youngsters, and your young people to enjoy a bouncy house, a 20-foot dual slide, and a simulated rock climbing wall for older kiddos. Cotton candy, popcorn, games, and activities. 4 p.m. Sunday, September 8th, Gethsemane Baptist Church. Be there.
Hey folks, Chrysler Cowboy here. When I started my journey in the automotive industry, I learned 3 valuable lessons. 1, have a good product. 2, treat people with respect. And 3, make sure it's a fair deal for everybody. I'm proud to call Anderson County my home, and at Chrysler Lawrenceburg, we want to give you that down-home experience. We offer certified pre-owned vehicles that come with a lifetime engine warranty, free tire rotation with every oil change, and customer service that rivals the best anywhere around. Chrysler Cowboy. If you can't remember that, just look for the hat. It's where you need to be, folks. Chrysler of Lawrenceburg.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. Danville Police hired 2 new officers and promoted another. First, at the most recent City Commission meeting, Danville officials announced the promotion of Officer Stephen DeBoer to the rank of Sergeant. DeBoer is a 9-year law enforcement veteran and also served 8 years in the U.S. Army. Meanwhile, Danville Police also welcomed officers Bobby Hardman and T.J. Godby. Hardman has 9 years of experience in law enforcement. Godby has 8. If you need a respite from the heat today, A Gathering Place is opening its doors as a cooling shelter. Today, from 9 until 4, you can go to A Gathering Place on Jean Drive in Danville to get relief from the heat, which is still brutal today and tomorrow before weekend rain showers cool us down a bit. The cooling shelter will also be open tomorrow. A Mercer County game warden has been recognized for 25 years of service to the Kentucky Fish and Wildlife. Game warden Marcus Bowling was recently honored by the National Fish and Wildlife Organization for his 25 years of service to Mercer County. Bowling was named the Southern Region winner of the 2024 Pamela S. Dillon Boating Educator of the Year Award for his work serving as the Boating Education Coordinator, teaching up to 25 classes annually for people seeking their boating education certificates. He also helped launch the Life Jacket Loaner program with 3 stations, which is now increased to 15. Those stations provide loaner life jackets to adults and children at Kentucky's rivers and lakes. Season tickets sold out. UK Athletics reported that season ticket packages for UK football's 2024 season are sold out. That's more than 40,800 tickets that are sold in the season ticket packages, and you can couple that with 6,500 student tickets that have been sold. That number makes it a record for the Mark Stoops era. UK still has single-game tickets available. The Wildcats kick off their regular season this Saturday night at 7:30 versus Southern Miss. And speaking of UK football, the university is releasing reminders for fans who plan to attend Saturday's game or any home game this year. UK's schedule is home heavy with 8 games at Kroger Field, which will debut new lights and new ribbon video boards where fans can scan a QR code to be approved to get their picture on that board. Changes surrounding Kroger Field include Farm Road and sections of the Orange Lot, which are under construction. That means that area is inaccessible and tailgating space will be extremely limited in the Orange Lot. They've also moved the non-reserved disabled spots to the William T. Young Library with shuttles available to pick up and drop off. I'm Joe Mathis.
Love gets better with B&L Jewelers.
Good service is just as important as quality. And at B&L Jewelers, you get both. Competitive prices and exceptional service for every customer. Find the perfect bridal and engagement rings. Or better yet, B&L Jewelers will help you custom design your rings so that you can create something unique to express your love. We carry fine jewelry and watches, including Citizens and Bulova. Or we can special order whatever you need. We also buy gold and silver. And we offer 6-month layaway with no fees. We do all our jewelry repairs in-house. So stop in today for a free jewelry cleaning and diamond inspection on the corner of Houstonville Road and Highway 150 in the Danville Manor Shopping Center. Online at bnljewelers.com. Find us on Facebook.
Love gets better with B&L Jewelers. Serving Boyle County seniors.
At A Gathering Place, we promote independence for senior citizens and adults with special needs through social, recreational, nutritional, and wellness programs that enhance quality of life. The activities that we offer are designed to keep seniors active and involved, offer socialization, promote friendship, encourage mental fitness, and positively impact overall health and wellness. To find out more, visit us at agatheringplace.org or follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
It's brought to you by our friends over at the Big Deals online store. Go to hometownlive.net. Shop and save on gift certificates to local businesses at big-time discounts. Up to 50% every single day. Big Deals online store. hometownlive.net. Sunny and hot. High today 95. A low tonight 70. Sunny and hot tomorrow. A high of 96. 100 degrees is the heat index. Saturday, chance of rain showers and thunderstorms. A high Saturday of 88 with the rain showers really cooling us down on Saturday night. And if you're going to the UK game or the Boyle County game, make sure you take your rain jackets with you because it's going to be a chance of rain showers there Saturday evening. Sunday, you get a 40% chance of rain, partly sunny on Sunday, a high of 85. Right now, it's 7:37 in the morning. It's 70 degrees. Just got word in from Tom Ellis, who called, said there is a wreck on Perryville Road, kind of about 2 miles or so outside of Danville, and that traffic both ways are stopped. Going to Perryville, going to Danville, both ways stopped. So make sure you're aware of that. Traffic was backed up about a half a mile is what Tom said when he just called me, and I assume as people continue to try to go through that area, it's going to be backed up even more. So if you can find a detour, and if that scene and when that scene gets cleared up, make sure you give me a call, let me know. We'll let the people know about it as well if you're listening to us. But just letting you know, again, Perryville Road, there is a traffic accident on Perryville Road about 2 miles outside of Danville, holding traffic up in both lanes, going to Perryville and going to Danville. 859-238-WHIR is the phone number to call in this morning. That's 238-9447. And we'd love to have you right here on the radio on The Joe Show, waiting to see if Tyler Ray gives us a call in for this morning's County Agents Corner. While we wait for Tyler, here's the NBC Consumer and Business Report.
Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway has become the first non-fintech company in the U.S. to top a $1 trillion market cap. The milestone comes after the Omaha-based holding company sold some of its Bank of America stock. A market cap measures a company's value. Buffett is known as the Oracle of Omaha because his stock picks are often copied by other investors. Pharmaceutical company Eli Lilly is rolling out a new version of its weight loss drug at about half its monthly price. Zepbound is administered by injection and is being offered for $399 to $599 per month. The drug, as well as other comparable weight loss drugs, typically run $1,000 a month. Eli Lilly officials say they want to make the drug accessible to those without insurance or Medicare. Lyft is testing a new rider verification program similar to what Uber did earlier this year. Silvana Anau explains.
It confirms to drivers the person getting into their vehicle is who they say they are. The feature will launch initially in 9 cities: Atlanta, Chicago, Denver, Houston, Jacksonville, Miami, Phoenix, and Seattle. Lyft will confirm a rider's legal name using a third-party database, or you can also use a government ID. For now, the process isn't mandatory, but Lyft says riders are encouraged to participate.
Foot Locker is moving its headquarters to Florida. In its quarterly earnings report, the retailer says that it's relocating from New York City to St. Petersburg next year, saying it already has a, quote, meaningful presence in Florida, and the move will make it easier to collaborate and reduce costs. Coincidentally, Foot Locker's ticker symbol on the New York Stock Exchange is FL. With no grand prize winner in Tuesday night's Mega Millions drawing, the already massive jackpot is rolling over to $627 million. The cash option on that works out to just over $309 million. The next drawing takes place Friday. Consumer and Business News, Aaron Raal, NBC News Radio.
As fall approaches, you have a lot to prepare for. Back to school, sporting events, family gatherings, and staying on top of your health. The virus that causes COVID-19 continues to evolve. So this fall, no matter what you're prepping for, you can prioritize your family's health and make a game plan for COVID-19 vaccination. Ask your doctor or pharmacist to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Every business faces challenges, but complicated, expensive, and uncertain shipping shouldn't be one of them.
With USPS Ground Advantage from the United States Postal Service, you can avoid all the noise.
No more unexpected surcharges, hidden fees, or complex rate structures.
It's just easy, cost-effective, and dependable shipping. Tune your business's frequency to success and turn shipping to your advantage. Learn how at USPS.com/advantage. USPS Ground Advantage. Simple, affordable, reliable.
7:42 in the morning, 71 degrees. Thursday, the 29th day of August. In the 9 o'clock in the morning hour this morning, if you were listening last hour, I said my mind has gone completely blank on who we're having in the 9 o'clock in the morning hour, guest-wise. We do not have someone from 9:10 to 9:30, so we'll just have the Adcaster on at that point and Gary Fogle, Kentucky Sports Memories. But at 9:35, Alex Miller is going to be on the show. Lancaster, Garrett County's own Alex Miller, who is continuing to forge his own path and career in country music. And we're going to have Alex Miller on the show, 9:35. Excited to have Alex on. He'll be calling in to promote some of his upcoming shows, and I believe he has an upcoming show in Lancaster at some point in the near future. So glad to have Alex on the show. That'll be at 9:35. Hey, today is August the 29th. It's National Lemon Juice Day. That is not to be confused with National Lemon Day. That was last month. National Lemon Month, which was in June. So you get June. The whole month of June's National Lemon Month. In July, you have National Lemon Day. In August, you have National Lemon Juice Day. And right on cue, a lemon-related hack is making the rounds online. But the question is it a good hack, or is it just more TikTok nonsense? Here's the hack. Tossing half a lemon in your dishwasher supposedly kills bacteria and prevents lime scale from building up. Now, this is based on a video posted in 2022. Food and Wine magazine looked into whether this really works. And the answer is, in theory, yes. The acidity might help with lime buildup, but overall, it's probably not worth it. And you can't just toss a half a lemon in there either. The seeds can clog or break the machine, so you have to remove the seeds first. And half a lemon won't do much anyway. You'd probably need to use multiple lemons to do that. Consumer Reports looked into the same hack last year and found kind of the same thing. It's just better to use a cleaning solution designed for descaling dishwashers instead of just tossing a half or a whole lemon into your dishwasher. National Lemon Juice Day. Does tossing half a lemon into your dishwasher work with bacteria buildup? In theory, yes, it does. However, it would take more than just a half a lemon to get that done. It's 7:45 in the morning. Mimi Becker is on the telephone, and we're talking with Mimi in 90 seconds with the Danville-Boyle County Arts Commission coming up right after this. Back in 90 seconds of the Joe Show.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. And now, during our biggest sale of the year, save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Plus free home delivery on select smart beds when you add any base. Ends Labor Day. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
Hi, I'm Karen, owner of Lone Star Transfer. If you felt like booking your timeshare was difficult in the past, you know it's been almost impossible over the last few years. With an A+ rating at the BBB, our clients know Lone Star Transfer is the only company they can trust. We guarantee the release of all liability to your timeshare in writing and in a specific time frame. Call us today to receive a free, no-obligation consultation at 833-594-0077 or online at LoneStarTransfer.com.
Let's go! This Saturday, we're going to play Kentucky football. Football is back, and the Cats are going bird hunting to kick off the season. Southern Miss Golden Eagles and your Kentucky Wildcats.
The pregame show starts this Saturday evening at 5:30 with kickoff at 7:45.
Call right here on your home for the Cats and the hits is WRNZ FM D105.
Listen to us on your smart speaker. Just ask to play our call letters. WHIR.
All right, 7:46 in the morning. There possibly could be, maybe kind of, a problem with our phone lines. We'll see. Mimi texted me, said she tried to call in, but the number said it was unreachable. But I just talked with Coach Parks and Coach Haddix on the lines like 20 minutes ago, so I'm not sure what's gone on in the last 20 or 30 minutes that's made the phone lines now not work. Maybe that's why Tyler Ray didn't call in. All right, Mimi's calling in. We're getting the phone call in here. See if we can get Mimi on here. Good morning, Mimi. You there?
Hey, yes, I am.
Hey, what's going on with Mimi Becker this morning?
Well, I know it's almost Labor Day. Can you believe that?
I know,
what an odd date it falls on. So we're looking forward next week to, first of all, it's First Thursday. And we have the most interesting, kind of delightful little program at Constitution Square as part of the Downtown Downbeat. The main stage starts at 7 o'clock, and we have had, through the summer, little community groups who perform at Constitution Square at 6. So people can come and hear just different groups of people. And this time, we have a group of 5 strings players and a group of ukulele players. They are young people, young boys and girls, who have been together. They just sort of started playing together as part of HAST, the Heritage Area String Program, and then sort of continued as like a breakout individual, spinoff. And they perform around town and in different places, and they're going to perform starting at 6 o'clock at Constitution Square at the stage.
Cool.
So that's next Thursday, and I want people to put it on their calendar because it will just be charming, really a charming evening. And then people can walk on up to the main stage at Whistler Park. So, of course, Constitution Square is the overwhelming thing on my plate right now. Not overwhelming because it's just going so well. We have the largest number of vendors, artists, demonstrators, food trucks, community groups. It's going to be huge. People will really, really have a wonderful opportunity to, first of all, in the spirit of old-fashioned festivals, come to town and socialize and enjoy just food and art and music. We have 4 music groups that are performing, and that will start at 9 o'clock and go all the way through to 5 o'clock. So Constitution Square Festival, of course, it's in historic downtown Danville. And then we also have the Fire Hydrant Project. I've already started. People are adopting their fire hydrants. We will be part of the United Way Day of Caring. So if you go onto their website, you can also volunteer through that. And then they will direct you to contact me for the appropriate adoption of your hydrant and, which one design you want and all of that. The Day of Caring is September 17th. And that will be the full, lots of community projects, but we are one of those. You do not have to participate in Day of Caring in order to adopt a fire hydrant. And as I said, we already have people who have started adopting theirs. So we're very grateful to Deco Art for support of that project. And we're grateful to Whitaker Bank for support of the Constitution Square Festival. Nobody can do projects like this without the support of our community. And that's what we have overall with so many. So that's my word for the day. There is other stuff happening after that, but I'll just have to save that to next week.
There you go. Mimi Becker, Danville, Boyle County Arts Commission. Mimi, appreciate you being on. People have any questions, how can they get in touch with you?
Arts at historicdanvilleky.com, or just follow us on Facebook and send me a message.
There you go. We love it. Mimi, appreciate it. We'll talk to you again next Thursday morning, okay?
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
That's Mimi Becker with the Danville Boyle County Arts Commission. Let's book a flight, head out west to see what's going on in the world of weird, where the celebrities live, the showbiz segment. Those people so rich and famous they are disassociated with reality. If a celebrity does it and says it, you should probably do the opposite. It's the world of weird. Here we go. Like this, for instance, BuzzFeed has put together a list of celebrities who are rude and difficult to work with, according to employees and co-stars. Here are some of the highlights. Jennifer Lopez. She has a list of demands. When she performed at the World Video Music Awards in 2010, she requested a custom speedboat, a diamond-encrusted pair of headphones, and a helicopter on standby. Jimmy Fallon apparently was accused of creating a toxic work environment on The Tonight Show and having erratic behavior behind the scenes. Mike Myers, someone who worked with him on The Cat in the Hat, says he was a nightmare to work with. He was also distant on set and had a guy who held chocolates for him in a Tupperware container. Julia Roberts, Steven Spielberg says she was difficult to work with on Hook. The crew referred to her as all kinds of different nicknames. Bill Murray, who's had a history of causing drama on set. Richard Dreyfuss called him an Irish drunken bully when making What About Bob? And Justin Bieber, apparently Bill Hader and Jay Farrow both say he was the worst guest to work with on Saturday Night Live. But Bill says Justin was probably in a bad place when he hosted back in 2013. Hey, you probably noticed that Alec Baldwin and Gina Davis did not return for Beetlejuice. Well, Tim Burton has explained why. Quote, I think the thing for me was I didn't want to just tick any boxes. So even though they were such an amazing integral part of the first one, I was focusing on something else. He says the sequel will explain how their characters, the Maitlands, found a loophole to let them leave the house. Beetlejuice hits theaters next Friday, September the 6th. And Jelly Roll just did a show in Salt Lake City as a part of his Beautifully Broken tour. And while he was out about exploring the city, he spotted a local lemonade stand. The mom of one of the kids who ran the lemonade stand posted on Facebook and said, quote, so today was an interesting day. My kid and her cousin wanted to do a lemonade stand. Who would have thought that we would run into Jelly Roll in the West Valley? And for him to be so generous with giving them almost $700. The mom snapped a few photos of Jelly with her kids, not with 9 kids, with the kids, and they're awesome. I swear I've never seen a picture of Jelly where he doesn't have the biggest smile on his face. And the kids have huge smiles too, thanks to meeting such a cool dude and that extremely generous tip of $700. Jelly Roll left a generous tip at a kid's lemonade stand. Alec Baldwin and Gina Davis not in Beetlejuice. And celebrities who are rude and difficult to work with, yeah, who would have guessed it? There's lots of them. That's what's going on in the world of WHIR where the celebrities live. It's 7:54 in the morning. We'll step aside, come back. We got Melton's Deli waiting on us for lunch. We'll pick a menu item coming up next on The Joe Show.
This is how we doing it with this Chrysler of Lawrenceburg. In 2024, they are making deals real. With their educated personal staff, they make shopping fun and buying easy.
Do you want a newer vehicle? Want a truck for under $25,000? Need your vehicle service? Needing a place that's going to treat you right? Well, Withers is the way. Check them out, Chrysler of Lawrenceburg.
This is one place I will not pass on deals with wheels for the 2024.
Hey, it's Joe Pags. Make plans to join us for the show. We're bringing the top news stories that are affecting you, the top stories from social media, pop culture stories, could be in sports. Maybe we'll sing a song or two or three or make fun of somebody that you want us to make fun of. That plus, of course, a big part of the program is you calling in. Look, we can agree, we can debate, we can yell at each other, we can sing a song together. We do it all right here on the Joe Pags Show, Monday through Friday from 6 to 9 on WHIR AM 1230 and online at hometownlive.net.
Looking for something more from your personal checking account? Then one of our new Community Trust Advantage checking accounts might be right for you. Our Advantage checking accounts offer great features such as ID Protect, roadside assistance, cell phone protection, travel and leisure discounts, and shopping rewards, which makes it easier for you to save money on everyday purchases. Learn more at ctbi.com. Get more out of your checking. Open an account today. Our friendly, professional staff at one of our many branches will be happy to assist you.
Community Trust Bank. Building communities built on trust. Member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
Hi, this is Jenny at the Danville Nutrition Center. Join us for our annual Customer Appreciation Days extravaganza. Friday, September 6th and Saturday, September 7th, we will have 20% off store-wide, food, samples, and free gift basket giveaways. At the Danville Nutrition Center, we value our customers and want to celebrate you. We are located at 802 South 4th Street in Danville. Danville Nutrition Center, big enough to serve, small enough to care. See ya September 6th and 7th.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
It's brought to you by our friends over at the Big Deals online store, hometownlive.net. Shop and save on gift certificates to local businesses and big-time discounts up to 50% every single day. Big Deals online store, hometownlive.net. Entertainment tickets on there as well. Sunny and hot, 95 and 70 the high and low. Tomorrow, 96, heat index up near 100. And then on Saturday, rain showers move in, 88's the high. Sunday, partly sunny and 85. Right now, it's 7:57 in the morning, 71 degrees. Thursday, the 29th day of this month of August, 082924 on your calendar. And so glad to have you aboard the Joe Show this morning. And let's go to Melton's Deli, grab ourselves a sandwich for lunch later on this afternoon. How about we go with the Big Mama Sub? It's number 5 on the Melton's Deli menu. Smoked turkey, deli baked ham, Swiss and American cheese, lettuce, tomatoes, and mayonnaise, served in a 6-inch sub sandwich bun. The Big Mama Sub, it's number 5 on the Melton's Deli menu, $7.99. You can get it at 247 East Main or 995 Ben Ally Drive in Danville for the Big Mama Sub at Melton's Deli. And tell them this morning you heard them on the Joe Show. Hey, again, letting you know there is reports of a traffic accident on Perryville Road about 2 miles outside of Danville, and that has closed as far as I know. No, I'm in studio right now, so I'm not out there right now live doing a report. So you can call me and tell me if I'm wrong. We'd love to get, all the details in updated. But from about 30 minutes ago, what I got from Tom Ellis when he called in was that both lanes of Perryville Road are closed. So you're going to want to find a detour around that accident. That's about 2 miles outside of Danville, an accident. And at the point when Tom called, he said traffic was already backed up about a half a mile or so. And I can imagine it's probably backed up even more at this point. So be aware of that as you make your morning commute to where you're going today. If you're going either to Perryville from Danville or to Danville from Perryville, you may run into some traffic because of that accident on Perryville Road about 2 miles outside of Danville. All right, a minute away from top hour news. The level of anger these 5 words have stoked is kind of amazing. The TSA, Transportation Security Administration, went viral after tweeting, "Peanut butter is a liquid." That's all they said. It's been viewed more than 20 million times in the last few days. The post said, quote, "Peanut butter is a liquid. We said what we said," unquote. That's all it said. They obviously meant to irk people with it, but they really do classify peanut butter as a liquid. If you want to carry peanut butter on a plane, it has to be 3.4 ounces or less. Some nerdy internet sleuths pointed out that technically peanut butter is not a liquid. It's a non-Newtonian fluid. Nerds. The reactions online have been fun. One person called for a congressional oversight hearing. Another joked that they can no longer wash down the meal with an ice cold glass of peanut butter. And a third person was blunt, telling the TSA, "This is why no one likes you." It's 8 o'clock in the morning. Here's news.
This is the talk of the town. AM 1230 and now on FM 103.9. WHIR Danville. Powered by Kentucky WiMAX.
It's 8 o'clock.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. Democratic presidential nominee Vice President Kamala Harris will be campaigning by herself in Savannah, Georgia, while her running mate, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, will be campaigning in North Carolina. They'll be appearing together tonight at CNN for a joint interview. Arkansas Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders claims Democrats think Harris can't handle a one-on-one interview.
It's clear that her own team and her own party think she needs a babysitter, and that's why they're putting her vice presidential nominee on the stage with her.
Republicans also question why the interview needs to be pre-taped. While Harris has sat for numerous one-on-one interviews since becoming vice president, she has not done so since becoming a presidential nominee. A United Airlines flight had to make an emergency landing on Wednesday after severe turbulence caused a number of injuries. The Boeing 737 was flying from Cancun, Mexico to Chicago when it hit severe turbulence near Tennessee and was forced to land in Memphis. 6 people suffered minor injuries and 1 person was taken to a hospital. Ford Motor Company is putting the brakes on its diversity, equity, and inclusion efforts. More from Tammy Trujillo.
It's the latest high-profile U.S. company to make such a move. Ford says it will no longer be participating in the annual Human Rights Campaign's Corporate Equality Index, and says it will stop using quotas for minority dealerships and suppliers. Recently, other companies like Lowe's, Harley-Davidson, and Tractor Supply all said they would stop or cut back on certain DEI efforts. The companies have cited changing social and political environments in announcing their decisions.
Kroger is admitting that it raised prices far higher than necessary to fight inflation. The company's top pricing executive testified Wednesday that they had raised its prices significantly higher than cost inflation, specifically on milk and eggs. The testimony was part of an antitrust lawsuit aimed to stop Kroger from buying Albertsons. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
high cable TV rates, sign up for Dish today and get a $500 bonus offer while supplies last. Plus, lock in your price for 2 years guaranteed. Call All American Dish, your Dish authorized retailer now.
800-296-1251. 800-296-1251. That's 800-296-1251. Offers require credit qualification, 24-month commitment, early termination fee, and e-auto pay. Restrictions apply. Call for details.
David was in big trouble with the IRS.
At first, I didn't owe that much, but after this year, it was out of control.
Then David called Get a Tax Lawyer.
Right away, they were like, oh yeah, looks like you're qualified to save.
Get a Tax Lawyer went to work.
Should have called way sooner.
Get a Tax Lawyer has helped thousands like David fight the IRS and get a fresh start.
Call 800-745-3070. That's 800-745-3070.
The Labor Day weekend will be one of the busiest ever when it comes to travel. AAA reports domestic travel during the last holiday weekend of the summer could jump as much as 9% compared to last year. Scott Pringle reports from New York.
With New York City being a top 5 travel destination for Labor Day weekend, AAA's Robert Sinclair says drivers should be prepared to deal with traffic.
Thursday and Friday afternoons, you'll have a lot of people who are commuting. You'll have a lot of people who are starting their road trips for the holiday. And then you'll have a lot of people coming to our area.
Gas prices are down nationwide and averaging 42 cents lower a gallon in New York State compared to last year's Labor Day weekend. Meanwhile, the TSA anticipates the next few days will be the busiest days ever for screening passengers.
Republican Vice Presidential nominee J.D. Vance says prices for everyday goods will continue to rise if Vice President Kamala Harris is elected in November. More from Mark Mayfield.
Speaking in Erie, Pennsylvania, the Ohio senator said Harris's policies on electric vehicles will create higher costs that will impact Americans in many different areas of their lives.
You think car prices are bad? Wait until Kamala Harris makes everybody buy a Chinese-made electric vehicle. And you think housing prices are bad? Wait until Kamala Harris makes it impossible for our truckers to get construction materials to the house building site.
Vance also said Harris would give amnesty to illegal immigrants instead of deporting them. He went on to joke that Harris is copying former President Trump's policies because she wants to take Vance's job and be Trump's vice president.
While economists bicker about using the word recession for the Midwest rural economy, this economist says there is no argument.
It is the R word. These rural areas linked to agriculture are in a recession. This is a survey of bank CEOs in rural areas of 10 states, including Nebraska and Iowa.
That's Creighton University economist Ernie Goss. The Rural Main Street Economic Index for the Midwest region fell to 40.9 for August, showing negative growth. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Big deals. 1, 2, 3. Oh, hi. Jenny here. Just counting all the dollars I saved at my local Big Deals online store. What? You haven't saved yet? Get on it. You'll love the great selection of gift certificates at discount prices. They make great gifts, too. And you can shop right from your phone. Nothing satisfies like counting all those savings. Now let me get back to it. 6, 7, 8.
Go to hometownlive.net to shop and save at the Big Deals online store. You can also find links to download the free Big Deals Media app for your phone. Works on Apple and Android cells. Shop quickly and access all your mobile Big Deal certificates easily for redemption. You can also easily send a mobile certificate to someone else to use via email. Check it out and join the thousands that save with Big Deal certificates to local businesses.
Shop and save with Big Deals at hometownlive.net. That's hometownlive.net.
Extension cords can really come in handy around the house, but if used improperly, they can also cause a fire. Here's some advice from the folks at your local electric cooperative on how to use them safely. Never nail or staple a cord to the wall or floor. Don't run cords under rugs or carpets. And always throw away frayed, cracked, or worn extension cords. We're Kentucky's electric cooperatives, and our power is our people.
Intercounty Energy, a Touchstone Energy cooperative.
This is Randy Gipp Graham. If you want to start your weekend off in a winning way, propelling you into a new work week, then join with our team every Saturday morning at 7 o'clock on the Kentucky Power Hour. Sure, we talk current events, politics, a little sports, and a lot about leadership, but with you, the listener, in mind. So start your day off in a winning way.
Rise and shine, champions.
right here on the Happy Station, WHIR.
The Kentucky Power Hour on AM 1230 and FM 103.9.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. And now, during our biggest sale of the year, save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Plus free home delivery on select smart beds when you add any base. Ends Labor Day. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
Good morning to you. It's Thursday. It's the 29th day of August. 71 degrees on this Thursday morning. Sunshine. Another really hot one for us. Forecast comes your way. News is first.
Our clients know Lone Star Transfer is the only company they can trust. We guarantee.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update.
Danville Police hired 2 new officers and promoted another. First, at the most recent City Commission meeting, Danville officials announced the promotion of Officer Stephen DeBoer to the rank of Sergeant. DeBoer is a 9-year law enforcement veteran and also served 8 years in the U.S. Army. Meanwhile, Danville Police also welcomed officers Bobby Hardman and T.J. Godby. Hardman has 9 years of experience in law enforcement. Godby has 8. If you need a respite from the heat today, a gathering place is opening its doors as a cooling shelter. Today, from 9 until 4, you can go to a gathering place on Jean Drive in Danville to get relief from the heat, which is still brutal today and tomorrow before weekend rain showers cool us down a bit. The cooling shelter will also be open tomorrow. A Mercer County game warden has been recognized for 25 years of service to the Kentucky Fish and Wildlife. Game warden Marcus Bowling was recently honored by the National Fish and Wildlife Organization for his 25 years of service to Mercer County. Bowling was named the Southern Region winner of the 2024 Pamela S. Dillon Boating Educator of the Year Award for his work serving as the boating education coordinator, teaching up to 25 classes annually for people seeking their boating education certificates. He also helped launch the Life Jacket Loaner program with 3 stations, which is now increased to 15. Those stations provide loaner life jackets to adults and children at Kentucky's rivers and lakes. Season tickets sold out. UK Athletics reported that season ticket packages for UK football's 2024 season are sold out. That's more than 40,800 tickets that are sold in the season ticket packages, and you can couple that with 6,500 student tickets that have been sold. That number makes it a record for the Mark Stoops era. UK still has single game tickets available. The Wildcats kick off their regular season this Saturday night at 7:30 versus Southern Miss. And speaking of UK football, the university is releasing reminders for fans who plan to attend Saturday's game or any home game this year. UK's schedule is home heavy with 8 games at Kroger Field, which will debut new lights and new ribbon video boards where fans can scan a QR code to be approved to get their picture on that board. Changes surrounding Kroger Field include Farm Road and sections of the Orange Lot, which are under construction. That means that area is inaccessible and tailgating space will be extremely limited in the Orange Lot. They've also moved the non-reserved disabled spots to the William T. Young Library with shuttles available to pick up and drop off. I'm Joe Mathis.
Going out of town or anywhere in the world? Stay in touch with WHIR on the internet at hometownlive.net. Powered by Kentucky WiMAX.
Wow, Tricky's Car Wash is ready to make your vehicle look its very best. Tricky's Car Wash behind Smart Lube off South 4th Street. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 7, and on Saturdays by appointment. Pickup and delivery service is available. 583-0560. Wash only $15. Wash and interior $25. Wash plus wax plus interior $50. And full detail, talk with Tricky. Tricky's Car Wash, 430 Bay Street, 583-0560. Right behind Smart Lube off South 4th. Tricky's Car Wash.
Kentucky's baddest bull ring, the Ponderosa Speedway in Junction City, is having a big Labor Day Bash Demolition Derby August 30th. General admission is $15. Kids 12 and under get in free. Pit admission $25 with kids 12 and under free. The Derby fee $50 a car. Built mini cars $2,000 to win. SS Madness $2,000 to win. And the Mad Dogs pay out $750 for both classes. That's the Labor Day Bash Demolition Derby Friday, August 30th. Kentucky's baddest bull ring, the Ponderosa Speedway in Junction City.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
All right, Jackie Boy, brought to you by O'Charlie's in Danville. Sunday brunch is coming back on Sunday at 10 10 o'clock in the morning is when that menu launches on Sunday mornings. You get French toast, biscuits and gravy, steak and scrambled eggs, bacon, egg, and cheese quesadillas, and $5 mimosas. O'Charlie's, Danville Manor Shopping Center. Sunny and hot today. 95 is your high. Low tonight, 70. Sunny and hot tomorrow. 96. 100 is the heat index. Rain showers on Saturday, 88. Sunday, 85. It's 8:11 in the morning right now. 71 degrees right here in Danville. Phone number to call in, 238-WHIR. That's 238-9447. Got a phone call in here. Good morning. You're on the Joe Show.
Is this Joe Mathis?
This is he.
Hello, Joe Mathis.
Hey, what's up, Radio Rick?
James and I are here. We're celebrating.
Oh, cool. Well, I appreciate you all celebrating and calling in. Y'all have a great day.
Wait a minute.
Wait, no.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Thank you, that's enough. Thank you. Okay, thank you.
Well, happy birthday to you too, Rick. Right back at you.
It's not my birthday, though,
but
Joe.
it will be eventually, so happy birthday to you.
That's right.
You and Jen. I hope you'll have a great birthday coming
Okay,
up.
well, you have a good birthday, James.
Yeah, all of us. We just simultaneously have a good birthday.
Joe.
So. All right.
Happy birthday. Goodbye,
Okay,
Joe.
bye. Appreciate that. Yeah, Radio Rick hitting me with the song that I usually hit people with, the old lady singing happy birthday. Hey, a diner at a fancy steakhouse was lunging at a fellow dinner guest with a knife as an all-out brawl erupted over, guess what? A little spilled wine. They say don't cry over spilled milk, but stab over spilled wine, I guess, is how the saying goes. Well, check out this ad for the brand new Outback Stab House.
Hungry? Don't mind the possibility of getting stabbed? Well, then come on out to Outback Stab House, where we're serving up delicious meals, all while some guy lunges at you with a knife.
Oh, man, Outback Stab House is great. I got the bloomin' onion to start, and the waiter warned me that some guy might lunge at me with a knife. I don't see him around, so I'm just gonna dig in. Oh, wow, this bloomin' onion is so good. Uh-oh, there he is. Get back! Get back! Whew, the busboy got him. Back to eating for now.
It's Outback Stab House. Sure, you might get stabbed, but it's worth it. No rules, just knives. See you soon.
Hey, you got a phone call in here. Good morning. You're on the Joe Show.
Happy birthday, Mr. Joe Mathis.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Who is this? Who am I talking to?
You're talking to Jason. I work with you.
Oh, okay. I couldn't tell by voice, Jason. Like, you show up in studio, I know what you look like, but I couldn't tell by voice. Jason, appreciate you that, buddy. Appreciate you calling in this morning.
You're welcome, man. Have a happy birthday.
Yes, sir, Jason. You too. Talk to you later.
All right, bye.
Bye. I wish everybody else a happy birthday. You too. I'm not used to people saying, well, you have a happy birthday. I'm just saying, have a good day, right? So it's you too. But he says, no, you have a happy birthday. Well, you too. Well, it's not my birthday, Joe. All right, let's see what's going on in this morning's Sort of Sports Report. Those headlines you may not hear in your everyday sports reports. Let's do it, starting off with the NFL, where ESPN put together a survey to get the opinions of 103 current NFL players on a variety of questions. One of those questions was concerning which current NFL quarterback is the most overrated. While far from a landslide, the quarterback with the most votes was Josh Allen with 11. Close behind were Jalen Hurts and Tua Tagovailoa, each with 10 votes. As far as the top quarterbacks go, it wasn't even close. Patrick Mahomes running away with it, Lamar Jackson and Joe Burrow taking the silver and the bronze. On October 9th, Netflix will premiere Starting Five, a docu-series that'll follow the in-season lives of 5 NBA stars. Yesterday, a teaser trailer was dropped naming the 5 players that'll be highlighted in this docu-series: LeBron James, Jimmy Butler, Anthony Edwards, Domantas Sabonis, and Jason Tatum. Those 5 players that will be highlighted. Speaking of LeBron, the high school jersey of LeBron James, which was featured on Sports Illustrated's The Chosen One cover, will be up for auction next month. A Julian's House auctions event in Hong Kong will feature James's number 23 St. Vincent St. Mary High School jersey, which was worn in a game the same evening that the SI photograph was taken. Estimates have the jersey selling for up to $2 million, which would break the record for the most ever paid at auction for a high school jersey. Wow, and in a Sort of Sports Report, Sports Sounds this morning, yesterday, Caitlin Clark broke the WNBA record for most three-pointers in a season when she hit her 86th in the first quarter.
You give Caitlin Clark this much space, she does such a great job of driving Carrington back and then pulling it back and knocking down a triple.
At her 86th three-pointer of the year, and that is a new rookie record.
And in the NFL, Dallas Cowboys' Micah Parsons claims he's going to try out for the U.S. flag football team in 2028.
I'm not saying I could come in and start right now, but I'm saying I could probably make the team, for sure. I'm going to come out there and compete. I'm going to try to make that team. No doubt about it. They said, Mike, come try out for the USA team. I will be there. There's no doubt about it. I got to win me a gold medal.
And there you go. And in Pittsburgh Steelers news, Charlie Perry, listen up. They have confirmed Russell Wilson will be the starting quarterback for Week 1 against the Atlanta Falcons as he gets the starting nod over Justin Fields. That's what's going on in this morning's sort of sports report. For Bengals fans, Jamar Chase ain't practicing, and I hope he does real soon because I took him with my first overall pick in my fantasy draft last night. Number 6 overall in the first round. Come on, Jamar. Get to practicing. More sports coming your way right now. The Big Daddy has got sports, and Randy Graham has got Rumble. What's the thoughts of Randy Graham and Randy Graham's thoughts right after this?
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. Garrett County and Boyle County will host bowl doubleheaders this weekend. The Golden Lions host Middlesboro at their new field tomorrow night at 6 on Z105. Corbin meets North Hardin around 8:30 in the other game. Boyle will host the Rebel Bowl Saturday night. They take on Bryan Station around 8 on WHIR FM 103.9. First game at 5 at Rebel Stadium features Franklin County and Lexington Christian Academy. In other hometown radio action Friday night, Mercer County meets Simon Kenton at 6 at Woodford County on WHBN FM 99.5, and Danville entertains Pulaski County at 7:30 tomorrow on WHIR FM 103.9. Other area action tomorrow night has Lincoln County hosting Bullitt Central, East Jessamine at Anderson County, Ashland is at West Jessamine, Casey County's at Campbellsville, McCreary Central's at Marion County, and Washington County entertains Thomas Nelson. Kentucky's preparing for its season opener Saturday night against schedule tonight. Among the games, Murray State visits number 11 Missouri, Morehead State hosts CST, and Arkansas Pine Bluff is at Arkansas. In baseball yesterday, Oakland hit 4 homers to defeat Cincinnati 9-6. Cleveland is back in first in the AL Central after topping Kansas City 7-5. It was the Braves 5, Twins 1, Dodgers 6, Orioles 4, Nationals 5, Yankees 2, Cubs 14, Pirates 10, Brewers 5, Giants 3, the Cardinals 4, Padres 3. The Rangers beat the White Sox twice. Other winners were the Astros, Mets, Mariners, Red Sox, Rockies, and Tigers. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
It's here. It's new. Filled with the best wide selection of vehicles just for you.
Right at Field Used Car Factory.
7 acres of pre-owned elite inventory makes them the largest deal maker around.
Right at Field Used Car Factory.
So come on down to Nicholsville off US 27 to Vents Drive. Then you've arrived at the new
Right at Field Used Car Factory.
Buy with confidence straight from the factory. Take a virtual tour at
RightAtFieldUsedCarFactory.com.
Are your old tires littering your backyard? Well, it's time to roll them out to the Boyle County Solid Waste Tire Collection event. Bring any tires, whether they've been on a tractor, truck, or your kid's bike, we won't judge. Tires on rims, tires off rims, we love them all. Just make sure they aren't filled with foam or calcium or solid tires, tracks, or sheet rubber. All Kentucky residents welcome. Sorry, no tire retailers and salvage yard owners. Remember, we only throw this shindig once every 3 years. Join us on September 12th, 13th, and 14th at the State Highway Garage on North Stewart's Lane.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by.
All right, Jack. Caught me while I'm eating my breakfast sandwich. When the weather calls, you can't stop it. Sunny, hot, 95. All right, 8:22, 71 degrees right now. Randy Graham is in studio. Still trying to chew through this bite here. I mean, I took a bite right when Jack came up with a weather forecast. Let's get to Randy so I don't choke on this bite of egg sandwich here. Randyism, take it away, Randy.
Good morning, Sir Joe and the No, and what another great day it is to get up and get at 'em. And if we don't believe it is a great day, just try missing one, right? I mean, with that attitude, we discover every day really is a great one. Yes, this is a day the Lord hath made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Even during the tough times, because, Joe, as we share here, tough times never last, but tough people do, don't they? And I tell you what, Joe, our listeners are thoroughbred tough, pioneer patriot tough. Yeah, you champions, you stallions, you fillies. Yeah, we know you're out there as we partake of the Joe in the Morning Show's third Cup of Java segment. Yes, every day is a new beginning, so welcome to ours. Well, Joe, after 40 days, the chameleon going to finally do an interview with CNN, albeit pre-taped so they can edit out any errors. However, her campaign staff is so concerned about her ineptness that they're providing a babysitter. Did you hear about this? Yes, in the form of the dancing bear, her vice presidential running mate, Tampon Tim, the coward of combat, just in case she gets caught up in a typical word salad response that defines her incompetence. Now, Joe, although Tampon Tim might be an appropriate caretaker for Kamala, he would not be the example of who I'd want babysitting my granddaughter. Because anytime an individual, whether it be a governor or just a pervert who thinks it's a good idea to place feminine products in boys' bathrooms, as Tampon Tim did as governor of Minnesota, red flags start popping up as to what other type of weird thoughts permeate such minds. I mean, what is it about these liberal, Looney Tune, progressive Democrat politicians today who seem to have a fixation on the male genitalia, or the lack thereof, that they want feminine products in boys' bathrooms, which seems to only serve individuals like our own governor and lieutenant governor, yes, the man-child Andy Beshear and Jacqueline Coleman, to drool with envy, since both Beshear and Coleman, along with their testosterone-challenged administrations, were in favor of forcing your daughters and granddaughters to have to use the same bathroom as those who prefer their anatomy to be secured in testicle lockboxes. As shared Tuesday, Joe, such gubernatorial actions just highlight the fact that personalities in one area will always show up in another. I mean, isn't it interesting that both Tampon Tim and Bathroom Beshear also created tattletale hotlines during the pandemic to encourage their fellow citizens to call in and report on anyone who felt they had violated their unconstitutional edicts? Yeah, birds of a feather flock together. Personalities in one area would always show up in another. And why, in part, both Timmy and Andy were top considerations as Commie Chameleon's vice presidential running mate. And now we discover Beshear is once again willing to disobey state law by not releasing documents to the Health and Human Services Ombudsman's office, which by law is now under the state auditor's office. Talking plain politics, because it's a Republican who is a state auditor. Because if you're Beshear and you don't like the outcome of laws passed by the Republican-controlled legislature, you just take your football and go home. Or in this case, hide the football from the referees. And my question is, what is the governor hiding? You know, Joe, people have asked, well, why do you refer to Andy Beshear as the man-child and his administration as testosterone-challenged? Well, it has little to do with the fact that he seems to have a fixation on school children's anatomy. However, his hiding information regarding at-risk children and elderly from lawful overseers is a perfect example of why the term man-child is so appropriate. Just like when he said he would ignore state law passed by the legislature regarding the appointment of the United States senators if a senator was to step down. If it goes against Andy's way, he just pouts like a petulant child. Like during the pandemic when he would hold his daily press conferences and was interrupted by vocal protesting Kentuckians. Handy Andy just permanently closed down the road behind the Capitol, so today visitors cannot drive around and view the beautiful Capitol grounds they pay for, just because his voice could not be heard as preferred. And when one protester ridiculously hung the governor in effigy on one of the trees on the mansion grounds, instead of laughing it off like a man, instead he acts like a child in an adult body and builds a fence at taxpayer expense to protect his royal hiney. Yeah, the man-child could not be more appropriate. And why it makes one want to regurgitate, considering the stupidity of the state Republican Party leadership and the so-called hired expert consultants who advised the Republican gubernatorial candidate Daniel Cameron during his unsuccessful run where Beshear was reelected. Beshear could not have provided a more enticing smorgasbord of which to pick, choose, and challenge, presented on a silver platter. All the ammunition necessary to remind the public, since people have short memories, and repetition is the mother of learning and father of knowledge, of the unconstitutional shenanigans Beshear provided during the pandemic. Yeah, Republican leadership only had to keep it simple, since in almost every case simplicity is the best approach, and through consistency remind the public of its unconstitutional tyranny, since whatever goes into the mind in time will find residence in the heart. Instead, Republican Daniel Cameron listened to his paid political experts. And why my favorite definition of an expert is just a little spurt who lives far away, talking missed opportunity. Yeah, of all the words of tongue and pen, the saddest are these. It might have been. Of course, Joe, full disclosure, I'm neither Democrat nor Republican, having been both. No equal opportunity ranters here. I'm an independent. I mean, when you think of me, just think of George Washington, the father of our country. We both considered political parties frightful despotisms. You see, there's nothing wrong with emergency powers when it's in the hands of an enlightened despot. Because emergency powers is just like money. It's neither good nor bad. It merely exposes individuals. If the individual's good, their good actions are magnified. And if bad, their bad actions are more easily noticed and they are exposed. And the governor, Andy Beshear, has exposed himself as the tyrant he is, and would again if the opportunity presented itself. Just like Minnesota's governor and now the Democrat VP running mate. Yes, the dancing bear, Tampon Tim, the coward of combat, who ran from his National Guard duty when it meant he would no longer be just playing soldier, but actually being shot at. But when it came to leadership at home, Timmy was willing to have his Minnesota police open up on his citizens with paintball guns when they failed to obey his unconstitutional edicts during the pandemic, with curfews, even shooting at people on their porches. Yeah, emergency powers merely expose individuals. And we want Tampon Tim as vice president? My goodness, calling him a coach is laughable. Where's former Danville School Superintendent Dr. Doolittle, Greg Ross, and his therapy dog when you need them? But at least Ross meant well. But like many unenlightened leadership, had a habit of confusing activity with productivity while confusing education with indoctrination. But he did provide Danville schools with a therapy dog before leaving. And they call him a doctor? Yeah, Dr. Doolittle. That's the example of leadership you get in education when we allow progressives and the radical KEA to control our school systems. Where Ross even allowed excused absences from the Danville Independent Schools for students and teachers to go and protest a bill he was against, like Senate Bill 150, before Beshear's veto was overridden by the state legislature. Why? Because Ross, like Beshear, was in favor of your daughters and granddaughters using the same bathroom as dudes, and parents and grandparents not having the right to opt out their children and grandchildren from sex education classes. And folks, when you allow excused absences from students to go and protest bills you're in favor of, or not, like Ross, Andy Beshear, Jacqueline Coleman, and the Kentucky Education Association, you have stepped out of education and into indoctrination. And you are no longer the solution to the problem. You have become the problem. And why this mentality needs to be thrown and burned on the trash heap of history. And why the presidential election matters as far as where we will go in the future. Even local politics, since the foundation of national parties are built at the local levels, and why we can find the same mentality that poison our local schools. Because public education has gotten to the point today where parents in Kentucky who have the financial means as well as those who do not are looking for choice. But while parents are looking for choice as to where to send their children to school, Andy Beshear and Jacqueline Coleman, along with the Kentucky Education Association, are once again trying to trample on your freedoms by lying to you regarding the upcoming amendment to be voted on in November here in Kentucky, where legislators will consider a portion of your tax dollars to be utilized, where if you cannot afford to send your child to private school, you can have the dollars to send them. But because Beshear and Coleman are bending over and prostituting their political futures to the KEA, they are willing to mislead and corrupt the process by lying that such a vote in November will harm public education. BS. WHIR stuff. Don't fall for this baloney they are trying to feed you. Aren't Democrats always talking about being pro-choice? But you see, it's not about choice as much as their power. Yeah, who's doing the defining? Because you see, they feel you are too stupid to know the truth or to handle your own money. Because for them, just like during the pandemic, it's all about control and power of you and your children's lives. And Kentucky Republicans and politicians elected to local and state offices have got to start having the gonads or intestinal fortitude to call out Bashir, Jacqueline Coleman, and the KEA for what they are doing. Before Republicans can and should be justifiably called out as well for having a part of their anatomy constrained to the point where their voice is reduced to only a whisper.
Randy Graham.
Good morning, Sir
The
Joe.
thoughts of Randy Graham, those are Randy Graham's thoughts, Tuesdays and Thursdays, right here on The Joe Show at this time on WHIR, Danville News, Talk Sports, Bottom Hour News is coming your way. Local news coming your way. Grub Gab, the world of food as well, all coming up next.
Do you need a loan to start that new home remodeling project? Maybe you are buying a new home or refinancing your existing home. Whatever type of loan you need, Farmers National Bank is here to help you. Getting started is easy. Stop by a Farmers National Bank office in Danville, Bergen, Harrodsburg, Junction City, Lancaster, Liberty, Middleburg, Perryville, and Stanford, and talk to a member of our lending staff. Farmers National Bank, your lifetime bank. Some restrictions may apply. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This is Caraway at Mattresses and More on Houstonville Road in Danville. If you are looking for new furniture or bedding, stop by and check us out. New items arriving weekly, and we sell off the floor. Buy it today and take it home today. We offer layaway and 12 months same as cash with approved credit.
Thank you, Caraway. And right now, come get up to 35% off during our Labor Day sale, going on now through Labor Day at Mattresses and More. More than a mattress store, Southton Plaza next to Ace Hardware.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update.
Danville Police hired 2 new officers and promoted another. First, at the most recent City Commission meeting, Danville officials announced the promotion of Officer Stephen DeBoer to the rank of Sergeant. DeBoer is a 9-year law enforcement veteran and also served 8 years in the U.S. Army. Meanwhile, Danville Police also welcomed officers Bobby Hardman and T.J. Godby. Hardman has 9 years of experience in law enforcement. Godby has 8. If you need a respite from the heat today, A Gathering Place is opening its doors as a cooling shelter. Today, from 9 until 4, you can go to A Gathering Place on Jean Drive in Danville to get relief from the heat, which is still brutal today and tomorrow before weekend rain showers cool us down a bit. The cooling shelter will also be open tomorrow. A Mercer County game warden has been recognized for 25 years of service to the Kentucky Fish and Wildlife. Game warden Marcus Bowling was recently honored by the National Fish and Wildlife Organization for his 25 years of service to Mercer County. Bowling was named the Southern Region winner of the 2024 Pamela S. Dillon Boating Educator of the Year Award for his work serving as the Boating Education Coordinator, teaching up to 25 classes annually for people seeking their boating education certificates. He also helped launch the Life Jacket Loaner program with 3 stations, which is now increased to 15. Those stations provide loaner life jackets to adults and children at Kentucky's rivers and lakes. Season tickets sold out. UK Athletics reported that season ticket packages for UK football's 2024 season are sold out. That's more than 40,800 tickets that are sold in the season ticket packages, and you can couple that with 6,500 student tickets that have been sold. That number makes it a record for the Mark Stoops era. UK still has single-game tickets available. The Wildcats kick off their regular season this Saturday night at 7:30 versus Southern Miss. And speaking of UK football, the university is releasing reminders for fans who plan to attend Saturday's game or any home game this year. UK schedule is home heavy with 8 games at Kroger Field, which will debut new lights and new ribbon video boards where fans can scan a QR code to be approved to get their picture on that board. Changes surrounding Kroger Field include Farm Road and sections of the Orange Lot, which are under construction. That means that area is inaccessible and tailgating space will be extremely limited in the Orange Lot. They've also moved the non-reserved disabled spots to the William T. Young Library with shuttles available to pick up and drop off. I'm Joe Mathis.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want? Can we
you sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. And now, during our biggest sale of the year, save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Plus free home delivery on select smart beds when you add any base. Ends Labor Day. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
Hi, I'm Karen, owner of Lone Star Transfer. If you felt like booking your timeshare was difficult in the past, you know it's been almost impossible over the last few years. With an A+ rating at the BBB, our clients know Lone Star Transfer is the only company they can trust. We guarantee the release of all liability to your timeshare in writing and in a specific time frame. Call us today to receive a free, no-obligation consultation at 833-594-0077 or online at LoneStarTransfer.com.
Dunn's Barbecue and Catering, located in Harrisburg, Kentucky. Here for your affordable catering needs. Ribs, chicken, brisket, as well as our famous pulled pork. All sides homemade. Available for weddings, company picnics, family reunions, or just an old-fashioned pig roast. So call 859-734-3675. That's 859-734-3675. Dunn's Catering and Barbecue. 859-734-3675. I'm Sid Dunn, like my Uncle Herb always used to say.
It's not barbecue until it's done.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
All right, old Jackie boy, brought to you by Howard Carpenter Flooring Outlet. They are in Harrisburg, specializing in discount waterproof vinyl flooring, hardwood, tile, and carpet remnants. Shop and save on all types of floor coverings. Howard Carpenter Flooring Outlet, 540 North College Street. All right, sunny skies, 95 is your high, 70 is your low. Tomorrow, sunny and hot, 96, 100's the heat index. Saturday, rain shower, thunderstorm chances, and a high of 88. Sunday, partly sunny and a high of 85. Right now, we are looking at 8:38 in the morning, 72 degrees in Danville. Dusty texted me a little bit ago and was talking about the traffic in Perryville. I have no idea what that situation looks like. It's been about an hour and a half or so since Tom Ellis called me and let me know there was a traffic accident in Perryville, was backing traffic up about 2 miles outside of Danville on Perryville Road. So if you come across that, call in and let me know if that situation has been remediated or if there still is traffic issues going on there. Right now, 72 degrees, Thursday, the 29th day of August. What's going on with Pimmy this morning?
Hi, I'm Pim Stewart-Clark, and this is Wedding Planning with Pim. Planning your honeymoon? Contact a travel agent who specializes in honeymoons. It's one of the smartest calls you'll make. An agent is your best source of accurate information. He or she should thoroughly interview you to determine your goals and expectations and give you options based on your budget. Be sure to include food, beverages, lodging, tips, gifts, the total amount. Ask for referrals. Call these couples and ask if they were happy with the travel agent and the services provided. If you plan on using your frequent flyer miles, you need to begin early. The secret to success is to plan early, at least a year in advance. Seats reserved for frequent flyer customers are limited. When they're gone, they're gone. Always use your credit card, especially since honeymoon reservations must be made so far in advance. This is the only protection you have should a vendor or airline go under. Use them the entire time you travel. Get cancellation insurance to safeguard your honeymoon investment. The cost is minimal and will be well worth it if anything occurs that may cancel your trip. Don't chance losing your deposit. Buy insurance. My love note for today is an important tip. Brides, when planning your honeymoon, make all your reservations in your maiden name. The name on your driver's license must match the name on your passport and airline ticket.
Macy's Labor Day sale is going on now with limited time end of summer specials like great deals on back to school looks, and shop our lowest prices of the season on furniture, mattresses, and more 15 to 65% off. Or use your coupon or Macy's card and take an extra 20% off even more great deals. Star Rewards members can earn faster during Star Money bonus days at Macy's. Details at Macy's.com/Star Money. Savings off already reduced prices. Exclusions apply.
Mom, meet Sarah.
From first time Nana moments.
Yeah, welcome to Flight 101.
To annual girls trip moments.
Your can't-miss moments are worth protecting against RSV. If you're 75 or older or 60 plus with a chronic condition like asthma, COPD, heart disease, or severe diabetes, you're at higher risk of landing in the hospital from RSV. And there are no prescription RSV treatments. Check eligibility and schedule your RSV vaccine at vaxassist.com.
So where should we go next?
Sponsored by Pfizer.
At Monticello Bank, helping your business thrive is our business. We offer a variety of products designed to make banking easier. Whether your company is large or small, you can count on us to provide accounts, loans, and other services built around the way you do business, including e-deposit, our remote deposit capture system, and merchant processing. Speak with one of our representatives and let us help you solve your business financial needs today. Monticello Bank, where people matter. Member FDIC. On the Danville Bypass.
Bad decisions limit future options. Stop adversity from becoming stress. Listen to The Flatline with host Rick Hughes, Sunday mornings at 7:30 on WHIR. Learn problem-solving devices built on God's Word. For inspiration, education, all without manipulation. The Flatline Sunday mornings at 7:30 on WHIR and online at hometownlive.net.
Time out for sports this weekend with VSiN Sports Shows on WHIR AM 1230.
8:43 in the morning. There was an aggressive water buffalo recently on the loose and was prowling the streets of Iowa. It's not the first place I'd expect to find an aggressive water buffalo. The state of Iowa escaped its owner there in Iowa, got loose. It was aggressive, and they needed some help finding it.
It happens time and time again.
Honey, have you seen our aggressive water buffalo?
Well, where was the last place you saw it?
In the backyard, smashing stuff.
Well, not anymore. Introducing the Find My Aggressive Water Buffalo app. The GPS that finds your aggressive water buffalo each time, every time.
Uh-oh, I lost the aggressive water buffalo again.
Use the app, honey.
Your aggressive water buffalo is currently in the Westfield Shopping Center smashing the Clinique counter.
I'll go get him.
The Find My Aggressive Water Buffalo app.
Lost it again.
Your aggressive water buffalo is in your neighbor's yard smashing his garage door.
That's fine.
Download it today.
Let's see what's going on in this morning's World of Food Grub Gab, where you and you and you can always just eat it. Here we go. Little Caesars. It's the third season for Little Caesars as the official pizza sponsor of the NFL, and they're celebrating with free deliveries for all pizza orders placed on the app or online. In addition, they are bringing back their popular Pizza pregame along with the Little Caesars Challenge program that'll let customers accept challenges and earn rewards in the app starting September 5th. The chain is also partnering with NFL players like George Kittle, tight end from the San Francisco 49ers, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Detroit Lions wide receiver, and Justin Jefferson of the Minnesota Vikings will also have a role in the Pizza pregame promotion and ads along with a Pepsi partnership. Several NFL teams are also participating with Little Caesars to feature specialized branding and in-game activations in their local markets. Let's go to Denny's, where Denny's is bringing back their 2, 4, 6, 8 value menu, as well as a new $10 option and a new Say It 3 Times Slam that's inspired by Beetlejuice, the new movie. Here's everything you need to know about these deals. Priced at $2, add 2 buttermilk pancakes to any meal, add 2 slices of brioche French toast to any meal for $2 extra. At $4, add a slice of any New York-style cheesecake to any meal, and add 2 Chocowana pancakes to any meal. These are pancakes filled with Hershey's chocolate chips and topped with even more Hershey's chocolate chips and fresh banana slices. At $6, all-you-can-eat buttermilk pancakes and the Everyday Value Slam. At $8, the new Say It 3 Times Slam. That's 3 silver dollar chocolate chip pancakes topped with sweet vanilla cream, chocolate sauce, chocolate chips, and grain sprinkles, served with 3 made-to-order eggs and 3 bacon strips. The grilled cheese with super salad, the classic burger with fries, and the super slam for $8. And then at $10, brand new, the loaded breakfast sandwich bundle, the chicken tender and fries, and the Mama's fried chicken house salad. The 2, 4, 6, 8 now $10 bundles. And Dairy Queen's fall menu for 2024 includes a brand new Blizzard flavor, as well as 6 returning fan favorites. Here's what to look for if you're a Blizzard lover. The Caramel Java Chip Blizzard, the Pumpkin Pie Blizzard, the French Silk Pie Blizzard, the Reese Pieces Cookie Dough Blizzard, the Oreo Fudge Brownie Blizzard, the Salted Caramel Truffle Blizzard, and the Royal New York Cheesecake Blizzard is back as well. Dairy Queen with 7 new Blizzard flavors. Denny's with a 2, 4, 6, 8 value menu and the new $10 option. And Little Caesars offers free delivery and app game for its 3rd NFL season. Grub Gab. The world of food, you can always just eat it. We see what's going on this date in rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history and have a James the Gardener segment coming up next.
People are always commenting on how happy and healthy my dogs are. One of the reasons is the food my dogs eat.
Introducing Dr. Marty's Nature's Blend, a premium freeze-dried raw dog food.
I have been feeding them Dr. Marty's freeze-dried raw formula for years. And this food is a big part of why their joints are more flexible, their teeth are cleaner, and their coat shinier, and why they seem more youthful and playful.
And dog parents across the U.S. are loving it.
My dog Hazel is a 10-and-a-half-year-old golden retriever, and ever since I've been feeding her Dr. Marty's Nature's Blend food, she is like a puppy again. It's unbelievable.
We're so confident your dog will love it. Your order is backed with a 90-day guarantee. And for a limited time, save up to 54% off Nature's Blend and get a free bag of Cod Krispies. They're wild-caught, ultra-crunchy cod skin treats. Go to drmartypets.com/healthy or text HEALTHY to 511-511. Text HEALTHY to 511-511 today. All dogs are unique. Your dog results can and will vary. Message and data rates may apply. Paid for by Dr. Marty Pets.
Make a bold impression when you show up in a new Kia from Cartown Kia.
Drive the 2024 Kia Sorento for just $279 down and $279 per month. Or 2024 Kia Forte, just $229 down and $229 per month.
And don't forget our 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty. Give them something to talk about in a new Kia from Cartown Kia and CartownKiaUSA.com.
2024 Kia Sorento, $279 per month. 2054 with sign. 2024 Kia Forte, $229 per month. 2001 with sign. 24 month leases, 10,000 miles per year. Includes tax, title, license, doc, and acquisition fees. With approved credit, no security deposit required. All incentives to dealer. Prices may not include added options. See dealer details. Offer expires August 31st, 2024.
Some Kentucky families will have to take out private student loans to help cover college expenses. Private student loans generally have higher interest rates than student loans offered by the federal government, so it's important to compare private loan lenders to see who has the best deal for you. The Advantage Education Loan, Kentucky's only nonprofit private student loan, offers a very competitive rate. Learn more at AdvantageEducationLoan.com.
Local high school football at Hometown Radio Network.
This is Gary True, voice of the Mercer County Football Titans. Listen to every game on WHBN.
This is Scott Bowen, voice of the Garrett County Golden Lions. Hear the games on Z105.
This is Liam Tomlinson, voice of the Danville Admirals. Listen to every Danville Admiral football game on WHIR.
This is Steve Bertram inviting you to join us for Boyle County High School football on Z105.
All games streamed live at HometownLive.net.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
Thank you there, old Jack. It's brought to you by our friends at the Little Sign Shop. Need a sign, a banner, or a decal fast? See the new owners and operators of the Little Sign Shop. They have full-color digital printing, magnetic signs, auto signage, and logo design. Yep, they do it all in Danville, where 2nd and 4th Streets meet. Sunny and hot, high of 95, a low of 70. Not a whole lot of wind today either, just going to be hot. Even warmer tomorrow because you get the heat index with the humidity back in here a little bit tomorrow. 100's the heat index tomorrow. Saturday, rain showers, 88. And then Sunday, looking good, 85. Labor Day, Monday, mostly sunny, 83. So we get more comfortable temperatures next week. 8:50 in the morning on August the 29th. It is 72 degrees here in Danville with clear skies. What's going on with James today?
Now, for the next few minutes, the man with the jolly green thumb and the big straw hat is going to tell us where it's at. Gardening with James, that's the name. Growing good food, that's our aim. Working in our garden every day. Well, we might not be all that pretty, but we don't mind getting all dirty and gritty. Growing our food the natural way. Yes, we're gardening with James, the natural way. Let's dig it, James.
James.
it's all about the heat right about now, Joe.
Crazy, isn't it?
It's not letting up. So, because, when it comes to walking your pets, let your dog walk in the grass if you can. If you've just got to walk your dog, to get some exercise or whatever it might be, let them walk in the grass. Make sure that your kids have shoes on because the pavement is going to be really hot. You want to make sure that your pets have plenty of water. You want to make sure that, that you're not leaving, kids unattended in the car. I'm just going to run in a few minutes. I'll be right back. Because you get into wherever you're going and there's 8 people in line and now you got kids still sitting in the car. That's not a good thing at this point.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't take them, leave them at home.
Yeah.
Like I say, and just stay hydrated. Alcohol is not part of your hydration part in 100-degree weather. You shouldn't be out drinking it, when you got these heats because, everything is going to mess up for you. I've seen people do it. If they're out there in that hot sun and they've got a beer in their hand. It's trying to cool my body down. Well, like I said, wait until you get home in a nice, cool air condition, or you go to a bar, or you go someplace where you can sit down and actually relax. Just be careful out there because, we only have 2 or 3 more days of that, and I think we got rain coming, maybe Saturday. So let things cool back down before you, go back to thinking this a, party every day of the week because outside is not the place to be, Go to a cooling shelter. Go to the libraries. They got computers and restrooms. They've got all kinds of good things for you to do for a couple hours to try to get you out the heat. Check on your neighbors. If you're, especially senior neighbors who may not have air conditioning. Go over and check on them. Loan them a fan. Try to be good to your neighbors during these high temperatures, and then we can get back to everything else come next week.
Gardening with James. Tuesdays and Thursdays right here on the Joe Show at this time.
Yes, sir.
All righty, James the gardener. James, you need 270 electoral votes to win the presidential election. There are 538 total, so you need more than half, 270, to win it all. But people online are having fun listing campaign promises that would help a candidate win all the electoral votes.
Okay.
So here we go, James, a list of 7 things that people say are fun campaign promises that each presidential candidate can make and promise, and this would win them all the electoral votes. Here we go, James.
That'd be pretty neat.
Number 7, just drop this line. I don't know who created Hawk Tua, but I'm trying to figure out how to get everyone to walk to the polls. Number 6, forcing TV shows to have at least 22 episodes per season again.
22 episodes
That was the standard. If you have a season of a TV show, 22 episodes is a season. But now you see some shows cut it back.
Yeah,
right now it's like 10.
Yeah.
But the episodes may be longer, so we're only doing 10 episodes.
Okay.
So forcing TV shows, 22 episodes per season, gotta have it.
Gotta have it.
Number 5, banning those super bright LED headlights that blind you at night.
Yeah.
You know exactly which ones I'm talking about.
do.
You can't figure out if they're blue or they're purple, but they're shining right in your eyes, and you wish the guy would turn them off brights. And the guy in the other vehicle's probably like, I can't turn them on because they're not on brights right now. Just imagine if they were on brights.
Yeah, because bright, I'm like you, because now you almost have to have sunglasses on in order to pass one of those vehicles.
Mm-hmm. Number 4, shoes stay on at all TSA checkpoints.
Yes.
Don't have to take your shoes off. Shoes stay on.
Right.
Number 3, banning the your item just shipped alert when it's really just a label created. They haven't shipped your item. They just created a label to ship it.
Yeah, it hasn't gone nowhere
They haven't
yet.
even put it in the box yet.
No.
But they printed a label, so that means it notifies you that your item is shipped.
Right.
Number 2, in the 7 campaign promises that would secure every electoral vote. Number 2, pledging to bring back original movie ideas, not just remakes and sequels.
Some new stuff.
So new stuff. You can't just remake old movies and give sequels of old movies.
Right.
Give us some new ideas.
Yeah, like Jaws 8.
Yeah, here comes Jaws 8 out this summer. No! And then number 1, James, a promise that the whole country can get around. Promising to make all fast food places serve breakfast all day long.
Hey, that's not a bad idea.
It's not a bad idea right
No.
there. I actually saw McDonald's has pushed their breakfast time back to 11:30 now. It used to be 10:30.
Yeah.
And it's never fails. You get there at 10:31.
Yep.
Right, like you're craving a sausage burrito, and breakfast is past, and you have to get a Big Mac. And I always think to myself, who in their right mind wants a Big Mac at 10:30 in the morning?
Right.
Like if you could just push it back 30 minutes, even to just 11.
11?
Okay, that's lunchtime-ish to me.
Yeah.
10:30 is still 10:30 in the morning.
That's
I know
breakfast.
it's 11 o'clock in the morning. You still say in the morning.
It's still breakfast.
But it's still close enough where, like, at 11 o'clock, you feel like it's noon is lunch. That's when lunchtime really starts. So 11 o'clock,
Right.
okay, we can get in there and eat some lunch.
Yeah.
But 10:30, even the 30-minute thing for me, 10:30 is too much in the morning to be thinking about a double cheeseburger.
Yeah, my stomach ain't ready for it.
No. So there you go, James. 7 campaign promises that would secure every electoral vote. Now, real quickly, let's see what's gone on this date, August the 29th. In rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history. Starting off on this date, 1958, where one of the all-time music greats was born. Singer-songwriter, the Jackson 5, the Jacksons, and, of course, his great solo career. Michael Jackson is recognized as one of the most successful entertainers of all time by Guinness World Records. The music videos for Beat It, Billie Jean, and Thriller are credited with breaking down racial barriers and transforming the medium into an art form and a promotional tool. His 1982 album, Thriller, is the best-selling studio album of all time. Michael Jackson died in June 2009 at the age of 50 after suffering heart failure at his home in Beverly Hills. Michael Jackson would have been 66 years old today. It was on this day in rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history, 1964, where this song was released in the United States. It would reach number 1 4 weeks later. Roy Orbison's song Pretty Woman, the title inspired by Orbison's wife, Claudette, who interrupted a conversation to announce she was going out. When Orbison asked if she was okay for cash, you have money on you, his co-writer Bill Dees interjected, "A pretty woman never needs any money." Oh, Pretty Woman is where that song comes from. Roy Orbison, this date, 1964.
Pretty woman, won't you pardon me, pretty woman, I couldn't help but see, pretty woman.
And it was on this day in rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history in 1987 where this artist released his debut hit. Introduced the world to the Rick Roll. Rick Astley, with his song Never Gonna Give You Up, started a 5-week run at number 1 on this date. 1987 was the biggest selling single of the year and won Best British Single at the 88 Brit Awards. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. Top Hour News is now.
This is the talk of the town, AM 1230, and now on FM 103.9, WHIR Danville, powered by Kentucky WiMAX.
It's 9 o'clock.
NBC News Radio. I'm Michael Kastner. Vice President Kamala Harris and Minnesota Governor Tim Walz will give their first joint interview tonight on CNN. The Democratic presidential ticket will be interviewed by CNN anchor Dana Bash at 9 p.m. Eastern. Harris will be campaigning today in Savannah, Georgia, while her running mate will be campaigning in North Carolina. A former Nevada politician has been found guilty of murdering a Las Vegas journalist. Brian Shook with more.
We, the jury in the above entitled case, find the defendant, Robert Tellis, as follows. Murder with use of a deadly weapon, victim 60 years of age or older, guilty.
A jury found former Nevada County Public Administrator Robert Tellis killed Las Vegas Review-Journal investigative reporter Jeff Gehrman in September of 2022. Prosecutors said Tellis murdered Gehrman over negative articles the journalist wrote about Tellis when he was the Clark County Public Administrator. I'm Brian Shook.
The CDC says 6 more people have died from listeria infections linked to contaminated boar's head deli meat in New York. Sarah Lee Kessler.
That makes 9 deaths since May and 57 people hospitalized. The 6 latest deaths were in New York, Florida, New Mexico, and Tennessee, plus 2 in South Carolina. There were earlier deaths in New Jersey, Illinois, and Virginia. Boar's Head expanded its deli meat recall in July to include 7 million more pounds of ready-to-eat meats. Listeria infections are especially dangerous for older people, pregnant women, and anyone with a weakened immune system.
United Airlines flight attendants are approving a nationwide strike. The flight attendants on Wednesday voted to approve strike authorization if they don't reach an agreement with the airline. United flight attendants are demanding pay raises, job security, and retirement benefits. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Day weekend. Picnics and parades. Families and festivals. Gatherings and get-togethers. Sounds like a great weekend, huh? So why ruin it by getting behind the wheel, buzzed or blitzed, tanked or tipsy, hammered or high? If you're getting even a little impaired, plan a ride home. Drive sober or get pulled over. Paid with funds through the Kentucky Office of Highway Safety.
We are ending blindness caused by age-related macular degeneration, or AMD. AMD is the leading cause of blindness in people over 55, but with treatment, we can save vision for people with AMD. In some cases, we can reverse it. Help end blindness by calling the Foundation Fighting Blindness today at 1-800-BLINDNESS for a free packet on reversing or managing AMD. Or go to the website fightblindness.org, where I found so much helpful information. Or again, call 1-800-BLINDNESS today.
The state of Florida is set to execute a man today convicted of the 1994 murder of a Florida State University freshman. If the execution goes ahead as planned, Lauren Cole will be put to death by lethal injection at Florida State Prison. He'll be the first person executed in Florida this year. A Tesla driver seen in several viral videos attacking and threatening other drivers in the Los Angeles area is out of prison early. Daniel Martindale with more.
Nathaniel Rademack served less than 1 year of a 5-year sentence. Last August, he pleaded guilty to the felony charges of assault and making criminal threats. This week, he was granted parole after spending 10 months behind bars. The California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation says Rademack was given credit for time served in jail and earned other time credits while he was in prison.
And the roar of a sports car engine is prompting a lawsuit over noise in Manhattan. Andrew Whitman reports.
In late 2023, Staten Islander Anthony Aquilino got a noise ticket from a camera near the Lincoln Tunnel in Manhattan, an $800 fine for making too much noise. But as he told Channel 7, that noise is just the way his Lamborghini sounds. He says he's never modified the $300,000 sports car to make it louder, and he's not sure there's any way to make it quieter. Aquilino is suing, seeking an exemption from the noise law. He says if he doesn't get one, he'll try to avoid driving in the city.
Fear cannot be contained with the return of a spooky sensation. Natalie Rodriguez reports on Universal Orlando's Halloween Horror Nights.
The holiday weekend welcomes back a horror fan favorite, Universal's Halloween Horror Nights, with all its terrifying haunted houses, sinister scare zones, and outrageous live entertainment returns officially tomorrow. The Orlando tourist magnet runs through Sunday, November 3rd.
And the college football season is officially here. Week 1 action gets underway today with several games on the radar. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Turn up your radio. Here's the Sean Hannity Morning Minute.
We're now watching what is an attempt at the biggest transformation lie campaign in the history of this country. The Medicare for All bill that Kamala Harris herself sponsored with Bernie Sanders, she doesn't believe in anymore, according to her aides. The border wall that she mocked, that said was ineffective and doesn't work, now she's saying that she will build a border wall. The mandatory gun buyback, confiscation, in other words. Oh, no, the campaign says they don't support that. The no fracking, no drilling ban that she supports. No, she supports them. Defunding ICE. Oh, no, she supports them. EV mandates that she said over and over again she supports. Oh, no, she doesn't support that either. I mean, it's a pretty unbelievable attempt at a transformation.
Check out the Sean Hannity radio show later today, right here.
War, inflation, and recession. Did you know that experts call gold the everything hedge?
Gold goes far beyond hedging against inflation or the stock market. It can potentially even guard you against today's wars in Ukraine and the Middle East. Not to mention the great economic danger of a recession coming, which is what we're all worried about. And that's why gold just hit another record high. And central banks, they just keep buying gold at a record pace. It's Linda here. Join me and thousands of people who have called Goldco the #1 rated gold company. It's time you diversify your money with time-tested safe haven assets, physical gold and silver. Today, Goldco is offering our listeners up to 8 years in free IRA fees, plus up to 8% in bonus silver with a qualified account. Call 855-815-GOLD for free IRA fees, free bonus silver, and a free gold and silver info kit. What are you waiting for? Call 855-815-GOLD. That's 855-815-GOLD. Do it today. You can't wait.
Hi, I'm Cesar Milan. People are always commenting on how happy and healthy my dogs are. One of the reasons is the food my dogs eat.
Introducing Dr. Marty's Nature's Blend, a premium freeze-dried raw dog food.
I have been feeding them Dr. Marty's freeze-dried raw formula for years. And this food is a big part of why their jaws are more flexible, their teeth are cleaner, and their coats shinier, and why they seem more youthful and playful.
And dog parents across the U.S. are loving it.
My dog Hazel is a 10-and-a-half-year-old golden retriever, and ever since I've been feeding her Dr. Marty's Nature's Blend food, she is like a puppy again. It's unbelievable.
We're so confident your dog will love it. Your order is backed with a 90-day guarantee. And for a limited time, save up to 54% off Nature's Blend and get a free bag of Cod Krispies. They're wild-caught, ultra-crunchy cod skin treats. Go to drmartypets.com/healthy or text HEALTHY to 511-511. Text HEALTHY to 511-511 today. All dogs are unique. Your dog results can and will vary. Message and data rates may apply. Paid for by Dr. Marty Pets.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update.
Danville Police hired 2 new officers and promoted another. First, at the most recent City Commission meeting, Danville officials announced the promotion of Officer Stephen DeBoer to the rank of Sergeant. DeBoer is a 9-year law enforcement veteran and also served 8 years in the U.S. Army. Meanwhile, Danville Police also welcomed officers Bobby Hardman and T.J. Godby. Hardman has 9 years of experience in law enforcement. Godby has 8. If you need a respite from the heat today, a gathering place is opening its doors as a cooling shelter. Today, from 9 until 4, you can go to a gathering place on Jean Drive in Danville to get relief from the heat, which is still brutal today and tomorrow before weekend rain showers cool us down a bit. The cooling shelter will also be open tomorrow. A Mercer County game warden has been recognized for 25 years of service to the Kentucky Fish and Wildlife. Game warden Marcus Bowling was recently honored by the National Fish and Wildlife Organization for his 25 years of service to Mercer County. Bowling was named the Southern Region winner of the 2024 Pamela S. Dillon Boating Educator of the Year Award for his work serving as the boating education coordinator, teaching up to 25 classes annually for people seeking their boating education certificates. He also helped launch the Life Jacket Loaner program with 3 stations, which is now increased to 15. Those stations provide loaner life jackets to adults and children at Kentucky's rivers and lakes. Season tickets sold out. UK Athletics reported that season ticket packages for UK football's 2024 season are sold out. That's more than 40,800 tickets that are sold in the season ticket packages, and you can couple that with 6,500 student tickets that have been sold. That number makes it a record for the Mark Stoops era. UK still has single game tickets available. The Wildcats kick off their regular season this Saturday night at 7:30 versus Southern Miss. And speaking of UK football, the university is releasing reminders for fans who plan to attend Saturday's game or any home game this year. UK schedule is home heavy with 8 games at Kroger Field, which will debut new lights and new ribbon video boards where fans can scan a QR code to be approved to get their picture on that board. Changes surrounding Kroger Field include Farm Road and sections of the Orange Lot, which are under construction. That means that area is inaccessible and tailgating space will be extremely limited in the Orange Lot. They've also moved the non-reserved disabled spots to the William T. Young Library with shuttles available to pick up and drop off. I'm Joe Mathis.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
It's brought to you by our friends over at Danville Auto Body Shop. Top-of-the-line collision auto body repair. Head to the mechanics at Danville Auto Body Shop, 315 Dillahay. Call ahead for an appointment, 236-2299. For Danville Auto Body Shop. Sunny skies and hot, a high of 95, a low tonight of 70. Tomorrow, sunny and hot, 96 on Saturday. High of 88 with rain showers that come in and cool us down over the weekend. Sunday, you get sunshine, 85. Monday, Labor Day, sunny and 83. It's 9:11 in the morning. It's 74 degrees. It's a little warmer back here in the studio. The magic window's broken today. It's not working. We have a fan in the back that we turn on and it pulls a draft through the building, but now the fan's not on, and I don't want to be the one to go turn the fan on. I don't want to blow something up. So I'm keeping the fan off, but when the fan's not on, it doesn't pull the draft through the magic window. So the magic window is broken right now, so I can't just lift it and get a breeze in here. So we'll have to get that fan back up and running again. It's Adcaster time. Let's do the thing.
Now, the Adcaster Show on WHIR. Buy, sell, trade for free. Phone lines are now open. Call 859-238-WHIR. Let her go.
All right, Adcaster time, 238-WHIR. Phone number to call in this morning, 238-9447. We have for sale 4 kitchen chairs made by Shakers for $100. 859-583-5612. 859-583-5612. For sale, a 2007 Ford Fusion, 134,000 miles, that runs real well. 859-734-0586. 859-734-0586. And someone wants to buy large rolls of hay around the Bohan or Duncan Road area in Mercer County. They also have for sale purebred registered Angus bull calves. 859-812-1234. 859-812-1234. It's the halftime show of the Adcaster. It is brought to you by La Michoacana.
Authentic Mexican grocery store, cakes, fresh produce, piñatas, boots, belts, and more. La Michoacana Mexican grocery store. Family owned and operated, offering the best Mexican products created. La Michoacana Mexican grocery store. And to make your tummy smile, Taco Yumas, the on-site food truck that's also available for catering and events. So where do you go for authentic Mexican product? La Michoacana Mexican grocery store. In Danville on Houstonville Road.
Lawson's Tractor 2, your local Kubota equipment dealer, wants to help you deliver a job done right. That's why they want you to know that the new Kubota inventory is arriving daily. You have work to do. They have the reliability and durability and versatile lineup to help you do it all. Visit Lawson's Tractor 2 today for all your equipment needs. Lawson's Tractor 2, 4 miles south of Danville on Highway 127, open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday, 8 to noon. Lawson's Tractor 2.
All right, second half of the Ad Blaster. 238-WHIR, 238-9447. We have for sale canning jars. They have been in storage. $2 a dozen. Several Corral dinner plates, 50 cents each. And yard sale items, 859-366-4375. 859-366-4375. For sale, a PS4 with 10 games, 450 OBO. 859-748-5339. 859-748-5339. And for sale, an oak table with 6 matching chairs and 2 captain's chairs and a leaf. $300, 859-691-0439. 859-691-0439. That's all she wrote, he wrote, and they wrote for this Thursday morning edition of the Adcaster on WHIR Danville News Talk Sports. That'll go. Gary Fogle, Kentucky Sports Memories, coming your way next.
Hello, I'm Gary Fogle. Welcome to Kentucky Sports Memories. And success on the track got in the way of future plans for Yared Naguse.
At Watson's, we've been delivering all the family fun and relaxation to our local community for over 50 years. Our mission is to provide high-quality home recreational products and home furnishings to our customers that bring families and friends together for a break from the daily stresses of life. Shop the largest local selection of in-stock products for your home, inside and out, and get the guaranteed lowest price in the USA. Only at Watson's.
25-year-old Yared Naguse recently won the bronze medal in the 1,500 meters at the Olympics. He graduated from Louisville DuPont Manual High School, and when he was there, he was not into sports, not into track and field at all. Not until as a freshman, his PE teacher discovered him, saw how quickly he ran the mile, and told the cross-country and track coach, "You need to recruit this guy." And he did, and that's his story from there. So prior to all that, Yared says he was a nerdy kind of guy, kind of still is. He was into science fair, he was on the bowling team, and he had no interest in any other sport. We talked about that.
If you had never been discovered in that high school PE class and led to all this as far as a running career, what do you think you'd be doing right now?
Most likely would probably be in dental school. It's always kind of been my general plan of action for the future. And I think even if I hadn't really done that well, in the trials, in 2021, I could still honestly see myself going to dental school instead. So yeah, I'd probably be in my second or third year of dental school at this point. So yeah, I'll get there eventually, but yeah, I was probably doing that.
So I was going to ask, once your running career is over, then is dental school in your future? Are you going to be a dentist someday?
Yeah. I think I'd really, really like to go to dental school and become an orthodontist specifically. I feel like that's always been, something I've really, really enjoyed doing and what all my studies were kind of geared toward. So I think that is still something I definitely want to pursue once I finish and retire from running,
I got you. So that was the plan until track and field got in the way.
That was the plan, yes.
So along with being an Olympic medalist, today he is a professional runner with sponsors. But someday he may be Dr. Naguse. We'll see. Gary Fogle, Kentucky Sports Memories.
All right, Gary Fogle, KSM, Kentucky Sports Memories, Mondays through Fridays, right here on the Joe Show at this time at 9:19 in the morning. Got a phone call. Good morning. You're on the Joe Show.
Good morning, Joe. And I just wanted to wish you a happy birthday.
Oh, yeah, appreciate that, Miles. That means a lot to me. Appreciate that. Miles, how old do you think I am? What's your guess?
34.
You're close. I was 34 last year. I'm 35 this year. I was born in 1989, so I turned 35 years old today, Miles. 35, and I got a mind of like a 20-year-old. So I'm lagging behind a little bit in my mental fortuity, but I got a body like a 35-year-old. Sometimes it hurts. It hurts to wake up. Yesterday I was walking the dog, and Chipper, our dog, needed to go out, so I took him for a walk. And I was walking, and my legs were just hurting. And I was like, why are my legs hurting this bad? I went to baseball practice with Jack yesterday, but I didn't do anything over the top. It's not like I ran a marathon. I didn't even go run yesterday. It was my legs were just sore. They were hurting. And I'm like, well, I do turn 35 tomorrow. Maybe this is the aches and pains of growing old. I don't know. But yeah, 35 years old, Miles. I appreciate you calling in. Now, Miles, me and you have got to do our best to get in touch with Jamar Chase, because I gotta have him out of this funk that he's in, this contract negotiation. He's not practicing right now for the Bengals. He's practiced once the entire offseason. Coach Zach Taylor said yesterday that he was going to be good to go, and now he's not practicing, and I already drafted him in the first round of my fantasy draft. So, Miles, we got to get in touch with Jamar Chase, and we got to get him back in the practice field ready for week 1.
Yeah. You said you were walking triple. We have 9 baby chippers down the street from us.
Now, you have 9 what now?
We have 9 golden retriever puppies down the
wow!
street from us.
So someone just had a litter of them, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Oh wow! Are y'all gonna buy one? They're sweet, friendly dogs.
Joe, the mom, happy birthday, by the way.
Thank you.
The mom and the dad are on site, and I'm not trying to sell these dogs. But oh my God, you don't know how hard it is to not go down and get one.
So they're your dog or they're your neighbors?
No, they're our neighbor's dogs.
Okay.
Puppies. And I need to stay away from the puppies.
Because every time you go down there, you get like puppy fever type thing, like you want to take one home.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what puppies do to you.
They're also ready to go. Yeah, they're like the dark red color.
Yeah, it's exactly like Chipper. Chipper's that dark red, almost looks like an Irish setter.
That's what I've seen Chipper. I know. That's what I told Miles to tell you. There were 9 baby Chippers down there.
Oh wow. Oh man, yeah, those are going to make whoever gets one of that's going to be a great pet. They're golden retrievers are such friendly dogs. And Chipper is 10 right now, and he acts like he's like a puppy still. He wags his tail. He wants to run up to people and play. He's still got the puppy syndrome in him, despite the fact he's 10.
We haven't had a dog for 5 years, and I'm so tempted, but then I'm like, I think I'll just keep my heart intact.
Yes, yeah, that's true. Yeah, well, good.
Yeah.
But if you need a baby Chipper, I know where there's 9 of them.
All right, if anybody, baby golden retrievers then. Mary and Miles know where there's 9 golden retriever puppies. Beautiful stuff. Well, good. Miles, appreciate you calling in, buddy, and wishing me a happy birthday. I hope you have a great day, okay, and we'll talk to you later.
I hope you have a great day, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah. Give us a call in tomorrow. See, usually when you call in, it's Friday, so you got to make sure you call in again tomorrow. I don't want to throw the week off with you calling on Thursday and not calling in Friday, so we'll talk to you again tomorrow morning.
Okay. All
right, Miles. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Miles Bell giving us a call in. We love it when Miles touches base. Hey, coming up in about 10 minutes, we've got Alex Miller on the show. Garrett County and Lancaster native Alex Miller, who is just doing great things in country music. And he's coming back to his hometown, Lancaster, and is going to be performing at the Lancaster Grand Theater on September the 2nd, I believe is the date. Is that right? That's Monday. That's Labor Day. We'll talk with Alex. We'll find out in 10 minutes. We'll talk with Alex at 9:35. And we love Alex. He does a great job as a phenomenal musician, phenomenal singer, and made waves, of course, on American Idol a couple of seasons ago. Luke Bryan just fell in love with him, and his career has skyrocketed since then. So we'll have Alex Miller. He'll be coming on the show right after this on WHIR. Not right after this, in about 10 minutes on WHIR, but right after a couple of things that we got to do. One of those things being this commercial break in sports with the Big Daddy.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. Garrett County and Boyle County will host bowl doubleheaders this weekend. The Golden Lions host Middlesboro at their new field tomorrow night at 6 on Z105. Corbin meets North Hardin around 8:30 in the other game. Boyle will host the Rebel Bowl Saturday night. They take on Bryan Station around 8 on WHIR FM 103.9. First game at 5 at Rebel Stadium features Franklin County and Lexington Christian Academy. In other hometown radio action Friday night, Mercer County meets Simon Kenton at 6 at Woodford County on WHBN FM 99.5, and Danville entertains Pulaski County at 7:30 tomorrow on WHIR FM 103.9. Other area action tomorrow night has Lincoln County hosting Bullitt Central, East Jessamyn's at Anderson County, Ashland is at West Jessamyn, Casey County's at Campbellsville, McCreary Central's at Marion County, and Washington County entertains Thomas Nelson. Kentucky's preparing for its season opener Saturday night against Southern Mississippi at Kroger Field. The Cats are favored by 4 touchdowns. Our pregame shows begin at 5:30. Kickoffs at 7:45 Saturday night for Kentucky versus Southern Miss on Z105. College football is ramping up with a full schedule tonight. Among the games, Murray State visits number 11 Missouri. Morehead State hosts CST, and Arkansas Pine Bluff is at Arkansas. In baseball yesterday, Oakland hit 4 homers to defeat Cincinnati 9-6. Cleveland is back in first in the AL Central after topping Kansas City 7-5. It was the Braves 5, Twins 1, Dodgers 6, Orioles 4, Nationals 5, Yankees 2, Cubs 14, Pirates 10, Brewers 5, Giants 3, the Cardinals 4, Padres 3. The Rangers beat the White Sox twice. Other winners were the Astros, Mets, Mariners, Red Sox, Rockies, and Tigers. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
Hey folks, Chrysler Cowboy here. When I started my journey in the automotive industry, learned 3 valuable lessons. 1, have a good product. 2, treat people with respect. And 3, make sure it's a fair deal for everybody. I'm proud to call Anderson County my home, and at Chrysler Lawrenceburg, we want to give you that down-home experience. We offer certified pre-owned vehicles that come with a lifetime engine warranty, free tire rotation with every oil change, and customer service that rivals the best anywhere around. Chrysler Cowboy. If you can't remember that, just look for the hat. It's where you need to be, folks. Chrysler of Lawrenceburg.
Hi, I'm Adam Hopkins, security officer at Farmers National Bank, and a current scam is telling people to send cash money through a crypto ATM. No bank will ever tell you to transmit money through a crypto ATM, ever. If in doubt, contact us or local authorities.
Talk Kentucky Sports, weekday mornings at 10 with Matt Jones and Kentucky Sports Radio, right here on AM 1230 WHIR.
Hey, this rescued bald eagle is so fat now, it's been like feasting on raccoons. So it's so fat it can't even fly. So maybe, it's good. These rescue places are great, but when they're making birds so fat they can't fly, they may have done their job too well. So they're putting this eagle now. This is a true story. Putting this eagle that's too fat to fly. They got a new medicine for it called Ozempic Eagle.
Is your bald eagle overweight?
He sure is. But it's true.
Introducing Ozempic Eagle, the injection that curbs appetite and will help your eagle lose weight immediately.
Ozempic Eagle is amazing. My bald eagle was getting a little fat, and that poofiness wasn't just the feathers. He was always on the couch, and all he ever ate was raccoons, which, as we know, are high in fat. And we tried everything. I got him a little bald eagle treadmill, and he even got gastric bypass surgery. Nothing worked. But thanks to Ozempic Eagle, those pounds are just melting away. The only tough part is getting him to sit still long enough to get his injection without clawing my face. Oh, that reminds me. Time for your shot, buddy. Come here. Just take your... Okay, there you go. You'll thank me later.
So what are you waiting for? Ask your veterinarian about Ozempic Eagle and watch those pounds melt away. Available now.
Ozempic Eagle.
Ozempic Eagle. All right, coming up in the next half hour, again, Alex Miller from Garrett County, Lancaster native country music star. He's going to be on the show with us this morning starting at 9:35. High school football tomorrow. You got Garrett County and Middlesboro tomorrow, 6 o'clock kickoff on Z105. First ever game from the brand new Golden Lion Field. Just a great facility they have there. You're going to want to be there for that. And then Danville has their home opener against Pulaski County at 7:30 tomorrow night right here on WHIR. Saturday, you have Mercer County and Simon Kenton on WHBN. And then Boyle and Bryan Station is on HIR as well Saturday because the UK game kicks off at the same time.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
A drug bust in Mercer County has led to the recovery of over 30 dogs found malnourished and badly injured. The Mercer County Animal Shelter has mobilized to rescue the canines and are in desperate need to find forever or foster homes for them. The residents, Gabriella Fulmer and Kenneth Brawner, were taken into custody and are facing drug and animal cruelty charges. Habitat for Humanity Owensboro has opened a new home to teach people about home and property ownership. Miss Virginia's Education and Training Center is the first of its kind in the country. Workshops and classes will be offered to give applicants the chance to get hands-on experience before moving into their Habitat house. The project is supported by a grant from Impact 100 Owensboro and donations from dozens of businesses, churches, organizations, and individuals. Books and fees can really add up for students in college, but this year a generous donor is lending a hand by covering school fees for all Berea College students. The nursing students are especially excited because costs in their field mean buying things like uniforms. A frightening scene at a local Walmart yesterday as an armed suspect is shot by police after he tried to carjack a woman. It happened Wednesday afternoon at Outer Loop and New Cut Road. Police say the suspect was in a car that crashed after being chased by state police. The driver was arrested, but a second suspect ran into the crowded Walmart with a gun. Police say the suspect then tried to carjack a woman in the pharmacy drive-thru. A Metro police officer shot the suspect. The woman was not hurt.
She's uninjured, so no one else was injured in this, but obviously she's shaken up. To have somebody armed with a gun jump in your passenger seat is not the way that you expected your day to go when you left the house this morning.
LMPD Interim Chief Paul Humphrey. The suspect was taken to the hospital and is expected to survive. I'm Lee Mowen.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. And now, during our biggest sale of the year, save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Plus free home delivery on select smart beds when you add any base. Ends Labor Day. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
Former CIA officer Jason Hansen here. As someone who's dedicated my life to protecting people, I know the importance of guarding what matters most. Right now, with global instability and the dollar's declining value, that means securing your financial assets with gold. For me, I trust Advantage Gold with my own investments. Give them a call at 800-900-8000 for a 100% free gold guide. Again, call Advantage Gold now at 800-900-8000 today.
Paid for by Advantage Gold. Performance may vary. Past performance is not indicated for future results. Always consult your financial and tax professional.
Kentucky's baddest bull ring, the Ponderosa Speedway in Junction City, is having a big Labor Day Bash Demolition Derby August 30th. General admission is $15. Kids 12 and under get in free. Pit admission $25 with kids 12 and under free. The Derby fee $50 a car. Built mini cars $2,000 to win. SS Madness $2,000 to win. And the Mad Dogs pay out $750 for both classes. That's the Labor Day Bash Demolition Derby Friday, August 30th. Kentucky's baddest bull ring, the Ponderosa Speedway in Junction City.
What makes Whitaker Bank uniquely Kentucky? With a wide range of products and services, we are here to provide you friendly, expert service for all of your banking needs. This is Rita McIntyre. I'm the relationship banker for Boyle, Garrett, and Mercer counties. As part of your community, we are committed to building solid, long-term relationships. Call me at 859-733-4963. Let us show you what uniquely Kentucky means. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Make a bold impression when you show up in a new Kia from Cardtown Kia.
Drive the 2024 Kia Sorento for just $279 down and $279 per month. Or 2024 Kia Forte, just $229 down and $229 per month.
And don't forget our 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty. Give them something to talk about in a new Kia from Cardtown Kia and CardtownKiaUSA.com.
2024 Kia Sorento, $279 per month, $2,054 to inside. 2024 Kia Forte, $229 per month, $2,001 to inside. 24 monthly lease, 10,000 miles per year. Includes tax, title, license, dog, and acquisition fees. With approved credit, no security deposit required. All incentives to dealer. Prices may not include added options. See dealer details. Offer expires August 31st, 2024.
The ultimate in dining pleasures at the Bread of Life Cafe in Liberty. Since 1995, the Bread of Life Cafe has been serving up good old Southern cooking featuring 3 mouth-watering loaded buffets, an extensive menu, and plenty of family atmosphere. Meet your friends for the Saturday morning breakfast buffet, 7 till 10:30. All you care to eat, just $8.99. Thursday night's a senior night. Save 20% for seniors 55 and older. Friday night after 4, cast your line and catch the all you care to eat awesome fried catfish buffet with all the trimmings, $12.99. Delight your taste at the Bread of Life Cafe, 5 miles south of Liberty on 127.
Welcome to the land of the free, where we pledge allegiance to the flag, salute the heroes of old, and raise a cup to the new gladiators who dare take on the last great Coliseum. The Bass Pro Shops Night Race NASCAR weekend returns to Bristol Motor Speedway September 19th through 21st. Get a weekend package and see Dale Jr. race on Friday. There's no place like Bristol. It's not just a race, it's Bristol, baby.
Lawson's Tractor 2, your local Kubota equipment dealer, wants to help you deliver a job done right. That's why they want you to know that the new Kubota inventory is arriving daily. You have work to do. They have the reliability and durability and versatile lineup to help you do it all. Visit Lawson's Tractor 2 today for all your equipment needs. Lawson's Tractor 2, 4 miles south of Danville on Highway 127, open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday, 8 to noon. Lawson's Tractor 2.
Listen to WHIR online at hometownlive.net, powered by Kentucky, WIMAX.com.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
Thank you there, old Jackie boy. Brought to you by our friends over at Howard Carpenter Flooring Outlet, Harrodsburg, specializing in discount waterproof vinyl flooring, hardwood tile, and carpet remnants. Shop and save on all types of floor coverings at Howard Carpenter Flooring Outlet, 540 North College Street. Sunny and hot, a high of 95, a low tonight of 70. Tomorrow, sunny and hot and a high of 96. Saturday, rain shower, thunderstorm chances, a high Saturday of 88, and then Sunday, partly sunny and a high of 85. Right now, it is 9:36 in the morning.
There's no doubt he had a real good day. There were blackberries blooming.
Little Alex Miller in your speakers right now as we are talking with Garrett County and Lancaster's native Alex Miller this morning. Good morning, Alex. How are you?
I'm good, Joe. How are you?
Doing great.
Hear your voice and mine.
Yes, at the same time. Yeah, we love it. Alex, been a while since we touched base with you, buddy, and glad to see the great things that you're doing on the music level. I know you're coming back here locally to do a concert here soon, but before we hop into that, Alex, where are you talking to us from this morning?
Well, I'm down in the heart of Texas this morning. I'm talking to you in Beaumont, Texas.
Beaumont, Texas. Are you doing the show down there tonight?
Well, I'm actually down here visiting one of my buddies. We're looking at getting us a tour bus, and I'm talking to Tracy Bird about buying one from him. So
Nice.
That's what I'm down here doing.
Yeah, I saw you opened up for Tracy. Was it at the Kentucky State Fair?
I opened for him in an Oklahoma here about a month or two ago, and then I'm going to be with him in Colorado here very soon.
And so you're all over the place then. So you're opening up for guys like Tracy Bird. I know on your first album, Miller Time, you had the Oak Ridge Boys on one of your songs.
Yeah.
Alex, from where you started in Lancaster as a small boy to where you are now, how does it feel? You're with some of the biggest acts in country music, opening for them and singing with them.
Well, I'm still a Lancaster, Kentucky boy, no matter where I go, It truly is crazy. I mean, I started over there at the Bergen Barn and Tommy Hurst's place. I'm sure you know exactly where that's at, Joe.
Yep.
I started over there, and I never thought, I don't believe me or Tommy, either one, ever thought in a million years I'd be where I'm at. But I'm so thankful for all the people in Danville and Lancaster and Stanford and everybody around Harrodsburg that supported me and supported my music and give me a place to start and play.
Hey, Alex, I'll never forget 2 years ago. In November of 2022, I was driving to Florida, and my brother was getting married, and so I was getting down there for, like the wedding and all that, for the bridal party and all that, groom's party, and I'm driving through, I think it was like Corbin. It's like 4 o'clock in the morning. I was driving by myself, doing the 13-hour drive myself, and it's 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm just listening to radio to keep me awake, right? I don't even honestly know what station I was on. But the guy comes on, and it was a local Corbin or Laurel County station, whatever, and he's like, hey, we got a new artist here we're going to play for you. This guy's a Kentucky native, and he's doing great things in country music, and this is Alex Miller. He's from Garrett County, Kentucky, so we're going to give him a play this morning. And it was about 3 or 3:30 in the morning, Alex, and I'm driving through Corbin, and I'm listening to Alex Miller on a radio station, and I feel like at that point, Alex, like you've made it, right? Like you're hearing your own songs on radio. So that's my question to you. At what point, Alex, up to this point right now, have you been like, wow, this is surreal, or wow, we're doing good things? Maybe not necessarily you've made it. I'm sure you've got other things you want to accomplish, but has there been kind of a moment that's clicked with you where you're like, wow, we're doing some great things right now?
Probably 2 months ago was whenever it really clicked for me, Joe. I got to perform at the Grand Ole Opry and make my debut there. And doing that, as you know, for anybody in the country music world or business, that is the ultimate goal. And me and my granddad, we played everywhere. I'm talking Tommy's Place, the White Barn in Stanford, Kentucky. I mean, we went everywhere playing. And, our ultimate goal was to always play the Grand Ole Opry. And the fact that I got to do it, and stand in that circle and stand on that stage where all of them legends have stood and played, it just truly touched my heart. I got to give a big thank you to my buddy Eddie Montgomery for getting me on there too. If it wasn't for Eddie, a Danville native, if it wasn't for Eddie, I wouldn't have been able to play and perform. And I'm so thankful for Eddie for getting me on the Opry. And it just goes to show what kind of people we are. We take care of our own around here.
Yeah,
and it really is a special thing. There's not a lot of places out there like Central Kentucky, and I'm so proud to be from where I'm from.
Yeah, that's a good point. Has there been a country star, Alex, that you've met that you've been starstruck to meet?
Yeah, I met Hank Jr. That's probably been the most starstruck I've been. And that was about 2 years ago now. I opened for him in Wisconsin at the Wisconsin State Fair, and he was just Hank Jr. You know, it was just crazy. He invited me on his bus, was super nice to me, and he gave me some really good advice, Joe, especially as a young man. He said, never take criticism from someone you wouldn't take advice from. I'm like, man, what's some words to live by right there? So I've hung on to that advice, and I'll give that to y'all's listeners this morning. I mean, it's great advice.
So you met Hank Williams, and he gave you some sage wisdom as well. I didn't expect some great advice, honestly, from Hank Williams. Hank Williams got some hidden knowledge, Alex.
He did, and I didn't really either. I've got a lot of stories I can't tell you, Joe, on live air, but that's one that I can.
Hey, Alex, you've released a couple of albums. What's your most recent album you've released?
I released a record called My Daddy's Dad. I was talking about my grandpa, and that's kind of what this record and the song is all about. It's called My Daddy's Dad, and I just put a music video out for it, too. But this song is a tribute song to my granddad. But I say it's a tribute, but really it's my granddaddy in a song. You know, he meant so much to me, and losing him a couple years ago has really been hard on me and my family. So I wanted to do a song that I could take him with me every show I play, and that's what I did with this song. We just wrote a song about him. And everywhere I go, no matter where I go, I always play this song because it means so much to me. And like I said, Granddad's the reason I'm playing, the reason I'm singing. It says it all in the song. And I'm so grateful to have a granddad like I did. And this song is just a little small part of him and his legacy. And the best part about it was, you know, I was talking about the Opry. I got to play it at the Opry because my granddad didn't get to make it there, but I got our song there. So that's all I care about.
Yeah, I'm looking at the cover of the song, Alex, and it's got a picture of your granddad, and it's got you. You look like you're probably 5 or 6 years old in this picture and got your arm around him.
Oh, yeah, I was a little bitty kid then.
Yeah, that was when you were little Hank Williams, right?
That was little Hank days right there. Oh, yeah. The cowboy hat and the guitar were bigger than me back then.
Hey, for those wondering, so Alex talked about the barn in Bergen, Tommy Hurst Barn. And when I was on WHBN, our sister station in Harrodsburg, this is years and years and years ago, Tommy would come in every Friday, and Tommy would promote and preview who's going to be at the barn tonight. And every Friday, it was little Alex Miller who he dresses up and portrays Hank Williams. And you were, again, you were probably 7, 8 years old at that point, and to see you going from that, like I remember Tommy being on the show talking about you to where you are now. Alex, you are blossoming in this country music world, and we are so proud of you and happy for you. Let me ask you this. What is the most requested Alex Miller song by the fans? What do you think the fans want to hear the most from you?
They like a song called Putting Up Hay. That's probably my favorite because it's a farming song, and it was a #1 for me on the CDX Trendy chart, which is that's pretty crazy. I never thought I'd have a #1 and on anything, but they sure enough went to #1 with that song, and it's as far as like Spotify and iTunes and stuff, it's been my most listened to song over there as well.
Yeah, Putting Up Hay. We'll play a clip of that here coming up in just a second. And we got quite a few local guys that have broken through in the country music genre. You mentioned Eddie Montgomery. Have you got a chance to meet Ashley Gorley? He's a Danville native and a prolific country music songwriter as well.
I have not. I'd love to write with him. I've heard he's an exceptionally great writer. You know, he's wrote I don't know how many #1 records. But I would love to meet him. I know he's a Danville guy, but he's hard to get a hold of, from what I understand.
Yeah, I think 70-plus #1 songs, if I'm not mistaken, for Ashley Gorley. Yeah, Danville High School graduate and a Danville guy. Hey, Alex, you're coming to Lancaster, coming back home, coming back to your roots, coming up soon here. Tell us about the show, when it's going to be, where it's going to be, how we can get tickets to Alex Miller in Lancaster.
Well, absolutely. So I wanted to do a homecoming show. I've never played my hometown, and we have such a great theater there in Lancaster. It's kind of an unsung gem, and it just kind of started opened up. First Southern got involved and helped put some money in there to get the place right where it needs to be. And, man, it's just a great theater. You know, what's crazy is I'm going to get to play there on Labor Day. That's September the 2nd. And my granddad used to go watch Roy Rogers and Gene Autry movies right there in that theater. So
Oh, wow.
now I get to be the show, which is kind of crazy. But it's a great show. If you want to get tickets, you can get them on my Facebook page. I have all my ticket information over there for that show. Also, if you want to just go to their website, I think it's thegrand.show. We did this Facebook post, Joe, and there's a Grand Theater in Lancaster, England. So Lancaster, England got a good shout out there the other day when we put that out. But it's Lancaster, Kentucky, the Grand Theater in Lancaster, Kentucky. So make sure to get your tickets there. There's not many left, Joe. I mean, it's about sold out. I know the bottom of the whole theater sold, and I think we have a few VIP tickets left and some things like that. So that's really what you're getting. So if you want tickets, you better get them as soon as you can.
Hey, how cool does it feel to be able to look at coming back home and you look at the ticket sales and there's hardly any tickets available? People want to see you back home, Alex. They're excited to see you back performing on the stage of the Lancaster Grand Theater. That's got to feel awesome to be able to come back home and know your hometown loves you that much.
It truly is an honor. The people of Lancaster have always been so great about supporting me and my music. There's not a lot of people that can say that. My hometown has just been absolutely wonderful, and I'm so proud to be from Lancaster and so proud to be from this part of the state, and I just hope I'm representing us all well.
Yeah, you can get tickets right now online. It's a Labor Day show, Monday, September the 2nd. Do you know what time that show starts, Alex?
So we have an opener. His name is Nick Cassetta. He's actually from Richmond, Kentucky. So I wanted to get some other local people involved as well. But I'm pretty sure the show starts. I would make sure you get there by 6 o'clock, but I think the show starts at 7.
Yes, okay.
So with our opener, Nick, and then we come on about 8 o'clock.
Yeah, I'm looking right now. Yeah, 7 o'clock is when that show starts. If you go to Alex Miller Music on Facebook, you can click on the link there on the picture he posted, and that'll take you right to the page where you can get tickets. Again, tickets are going fast. If you want to see Alex Miller Labor Day back home in Lancaster at Lancaster Grand Theater, make sure you get tickets to that, and do that online by going to Alex Miller Music on Facebook and following the link there through that post that he has on his Facebook page. Alex, if you hang on, we'll take a quick commercial break, come back, and we'll finish up the conversation with you, okay?
Sounds good to me, Joe.
Good stuff. We're with Alex Miller, Garrett County, Lancaster native, and country music star, doing his thing in country music right now. Here's a little Putting Up Hay. Alex said his #1 requested song.
That I ever had was working on the farm for Big Bill Ladd. His barn loft was hot as hell, and so was his daughter Daisy Bell. Oh, I never will forget those days putting up hay. It was hard to keep my mind on work, the way she filled out the skin-tight shirt, in cut-off jeans and red pigtails. She drove the tractor as we loaded bales. When work was through, the two of us would stay putting up hay, working up a sweat.
The MLB Speedway Classic is coming to Bristol Motor Speedway in 2025, and you can be first in line to access tickets to the historic game between the Braves and Reds. Purchase tickets for the Bass Pro Shops night race on Saturday, September 21st, and you'll be part of the exclusive pre-sale for baseball at Bristol, starting Monday, September 16th. Grab night race tickets today and lock in your spot for baseball at Bristol, baby.
Are you considering starting a business or expanding your existing business? Are you looking for a stable partner you can trust to help you understand your options? This is Ricky Peterson. I'm a loan officer at Whitaker Bank at the Danville Main Street office. As a part of your community, I'm here to help you understand the best options for you today and in the future. Give me a call at 859-236-9822. Let me show you what Uniquely Kentucky means. Whitaker Bank, Uniquely Kentucky, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
The Bull County Health Department, preventative care for a better future. The Vaccine for Children's program offers vaccines to children at no cost to parents or guardians who might not be able to afford them. Childhood vaccinations protect children from 17 different preventable diseases. Please call the Bull County Health Department if you or your child qualifies for the Kentucky VFC program. Vaccinations and disease prevention means a healthier children, families, and communities. Please call the Bull County Health Department at 859-236-2053.
relief.
I'm Adam Hopkins, Security Officer at Farmers National Bank. If you receive a call from what looks to be your bank and are asked for your account number or online banking password, don't give it to them. This is a scam. Your bank already has this information. Call your bank to verify requests.
Catch the best of Sean Hannity, Saturday mornings, 10 to 1 on WHIR.
Cirque du Soleil invites you to immerse yourself in the world of insects, teeming with joy, amazement, and unstoppable energy. Ovo by Cirque du Soleil. Join the party from August 29th through September 1st at Rupp Arena. Experience spectacular acrobatics with the whole family. Ovo thanks its official partner, Air Canada. Tickets at CirqueDuSoleil.com.
Hi, I'm Alan Martin, branch manager at Community Trust Bank. Community Trust Bank has supported communities that we call home since 1903. With locations in Boyle and Mercer counties, Community Trust Bank is a full-service bank dedicated to helping you meet your lending needs and financial goals. Please stop by and see me at our Danville main office located at 462 West Main Street. Community Trust Bank, building communities built on trust. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, loans subject to credit approval.
This Saturday, we're going to play Kentucky football. Football is back, and the Cats are going bird hunting to kick off the season. Southern Miss Golden Eagles and your Kentucky Wildcats.
The pregame show starts this Saturday evening at 5:30 with kickoff at 7:45.
It's all right here on your home for the Cats, and the hits is WRNZ FM Z105.
This is Casey McCoy, your Bull County Clerk. With Election Day approaching, I would like to remind everyone of 3-day early voting, a safe and secure way to cast your vote. Early voting Wednesday, October 31st through Saturday, November 2nd from 8 to 4 at the showroom on Lebanon Road in Danville.
Listen to us on your smart speaker. Just ask to play our call letters. WHIR.
With Alex Miller here on the Joe Show. This is his song, My Daddy's Dad. You hear Alex talk about, written about his grandpa.
1947, a prayer sent down from heaven. The only child his parents ever had. In the heart of old Kentucky, he grew up.
Alex Miller joins us this morning here on the Joe Show. Alex, what beautiful lyrics in My Daddy's Dad. When it comes to writing a song, how do you start, like, the process of it? Like, what do you go through, and how do you start jotting down lyrics? And I know there are probably people that are helping you out, getting stuff put together, and how to organize songs and all that, and you're having a huge part of that process as well. How do you go about writing a song like that?
Well, I tell you, for that song in particular, I was writing with the guys, so we need to write a song about your grandpa, because I've just lost him, and I had that emotion all built up. So he said, what about a song called My Daddy's Dad? So he threw out an idea. And for me, whenever I write a song, I start with a title or start with an idea of where I want the song to go. And that's usually, it's just like anything, it's like a big triangle. It all kind of goes to that idea. So I start with the title and then write the song around that idea of the song. That's my method. But, you can write them any different way. Some people come up with melodies first, and they'll write their melodies, and other people do other things. It's just, it's like farming. There's many different ways to go about it, and all of them are right and all of them are wrong at some point.
Yeah, well, so that was going to be my next question. Do you have the music in your head or know what it's going to sound like, or do you write the lyrics first and then you make the melody and you make the music around the lyrics that you've written? But you sound like you said you can do it both ways.
You can. And there's no right or wrong way to do it. It's kind of an interesting thing. Most of the time, I've just found what works for me, and that's usually coming up with lyric titles, stuff like that first, and then finding a melody that fits that idea and fits what that's trying to say. That's my method, but I actually might use a different method. It's just hard to say.
With Alex Miller, Lancaster, Kentucky native, Garrett County native. Alex, the American Idol season that you were on, how many years ago was that now? Is that like 3 or 4 years ago?
It's about 3 now, yeah.
About 3 years ago?
I'm gonna be walking with the cane before I know it.
That's crazy to think. 3 years ago, we were watching you and Alyssa Ray, two local people, on American Idol. Do people still stop you and talk to you about your American Idol performances?
Yeah, I guess yes they do, Joe. I guess I just got one of those faces people have been trying to forget for about 3 years. But I still get stopped about that, and I get stopped a lot about my Facebook videos and my TikTok stuff too. A lot of the kids stop me for my TikTok stuff, but yeah, people still stop me, and it's really one of those flattering things a person can ask for if you're walking down the street and people already know you. It's crazy.
Yeah, so let's say you're walking down the street, Alex, and you got some people, they notice you, that recognize you. You like for them to come up to you? Because I think there's this thing where, like, if you're a celebrity, you feel like you don't want to bother the person, right? But you like it when people come up to you, you're saying.
If people are watching me and listening to my music and this, that, and the other, the least I can do is talk to you. You know, I was raised that way. I've never met a stranger, never will meet a stranger. And listen, if you're watching my stuff, the least I can do is take a picture with you and say thank you. And if you know some celebrities that don't do that, they won't be working very long. We'll put it that way.
Hey, Alex, last question for you. Who are some country musicians you're listening to right now? We know you like the classic country stuff. Are you in on some of the newer stuff right now? Who are you listening to?
Oh, well, I like a lot of different things. Of course, I'm a big Kentucky guy, so I like a lot of Chris Stapleton, and I like a lot of Tyler Childers. And I tell you somebody I've been listening to, I like a lot of Texas acts, too. A guy named Jake Worthington, he's just come out with some new music. I've been listening to his stuff. And then I got a friend from East Tennessee. Her name is Emily Ann Roberts, and she's been out touring with Blake and doing a lot of big things. And I've been listening to her. So I listen to a lot of the classic stuff, but I also listen to what people my age are doing and that are in this business, too, because I want to be relevant and want to be current. And at the same time, still want to be traditional country because that's what I am.
Alex, who's your favorite country artist of all time, and what's your favorite country song? Or maybe what do you think is the greatest country song of all time?
Well, the greatest country song of all time is "He Stopped Loving Her Today" by George Jones. I mean, if you can't write a better song than that one. But my favorite artist, I grew up such a big Hank Williams Sr. fan. I really can't not say Hank because that's, like you said, I was a little Hank Williams fan growing up. But I'm a huge Merle Haggard fan as well. So it's somewhere in between Merle Haggard and Hank Williams.
And what is Hank Jr.? Did you tell him you were little Hank Williams when you were growing up?
Well, I'll tell you a funny story. My manager actually told him that I was the son of Roger Miller, and my dad's name actually is Roger Miller, but Hank Jr. thought I was one of the actual Roger Miller, King of the Road Roger Miller son. So he told me some stories about Roger Miller that I probably can't tell you, but anyways, so I didn't really tell him I was little Hank, but he thought that I was a Roger Miller descendant, which I thought was pretty funny.
He started singing "You Can't Roller Skate in the Buffalo Herd." Wait a minute, that's a different Roger Miller. No, different
wait
one.
a bit now, yeah.
Hey, thegrand.show is the website, thegrand.show, and if you go to the website, the Alex Miller concert right there front and center, September the 2nd, 7 o'clock in the evening, you can see Alex Miller in concert at the Lancaster Grand Theater. Alex, we're rooting for you. We're big fans. We're proud of what you're going to accomplish, what you already have accomplished, and we'll see you on Monday at the Lancaster Grand Theater, okay?
Sounds good, Joe. We'll see y'all there.
Yes, sir, Alex. Appreciate that, buddy. Bye. There you go, Alex Miller, Garrett County native, American Idol star. Get your tickets now, the Grand Dodge Show. 10 o'clock in the morning. Here's Top Hour News.
Chicken fried and sweet